Warriors rise.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a little weak. That's because I feel a
Because
little
you were
bit.
the only one that yelled.
I
thought-
feel
you
a
didn't
little
tell
bit
us
of
that-
pressure
you
here
didn't tell
surrounded by all the
everyone.
guys.
You didn't say everyone was supposed to yell with you.
I know. I
It's because she
know.
didn't have
I
a
was.
coffee.
Yeah.
Frick me.
Well, we'll get into the coffee conversation in a little bit, but welcome in, guys. We are super excited to get the podcast started. I have got a whole slew of team members around me, so this is really fun. You can't even see the double D's in the back, but we got the whole house in here almost.
What's up?
We're missing just a couple of team members, but we're super excited to get it started with you guys. Welcome to the New Wealth Transfer Podcast. If you haven't seen the War Room earlier today, we had a fun treat. More members around that lovely little desk that I don't know how much we spent on that desk, but it is very nice.
It's a nice desk. Those nice chairs too.
It
They're
was
very high back.
It was. But
Pretty
we're
dang.
super excited to kick it off, guys. Let's just go around the room, introduce who we have here in the podcast live. I know you know who they are. They're going to say a little bit about themselves, and then we're also going to turn it over to the double D's in the back. We'll start with Gonzo.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Godzo. I'm one of the 3T Warrior Academy coaches. I do a lot of the technical analysis, research, and chart reading. And this is much more chill environment than like this morning. I feel like this morning we didn't have our laptops that we really could share, and we're like looking straight into the camera.
Yeah.
I looked back at the video and I was like, oh, I gotta like watch the camera a little bit more.
Deer in
This
headlights.
feels a little bit like less chill vibe, but it's going to be fun. I think
This
we're going
feels
to laugh
a little
lot.
less chill.
Email.
No, more
Email.
chill. This is
Oh,
more
okay. I
chill.
was all like,
Yeah, no,
okay.
this is
More
more
chill.
chill, right? And so I think it'll be a fun show. I love it when we laugh and tell stories and we have a good time.
All right.
Just really quick, everybody. It's Gonzo's birthday yesterday.
Yes,
2 days ago.
yes, it was,
Yesterday.
yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Gonzo.
Thank you. Happy
Woo!
birthday.
I was
Yeah,
going to
thanks.
bring in a cupcake. I even told Mario I was going to bring in a cupcake.
What happened?
Well,
I thought that's why you went out.
I got hungry and I got
You
myself.
ate the cupcake.
In Jackie's
Wow. Ate the
defense,
cupcake.
I ate. Hold on. In Jackie's defense, I ate this morning without getting anybody food. Then Gonzo and Mario got the two of them Smoothie King
Yep.
and me Smoothie King, and didn't get Jackie anything. And then I also ordered coffee.
Oh, that's right.
I
And
did
did
text her
Jack-
though. I texted her to see if she wanted
I was
something, she
working,
didn't
woman in here working, and everyone else is outside eating.
What were you, did you have a coaching call? What was it?
I did. I had a coaching call. Shout out to Tamara. She's awesome. All right, we'll go to Mario.
Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Mario. I'm one of the coaches here at the 3T Warrior Academy. I'm going to start saying it. Certified blockchain technology
digital
coach
assets.
and digital
Let's
assets
go.
coach.
That's you and me.
Yeah. So soon all of us will be. But,
there's only two in the room.
Yeah, well,
For now, it's only two of us. But yeah, super excited to be here. Definitely a different setting. I agree with Gonzo. It felt a lot more formal, kind of like newsroom type of scene this morning. So it's a much more chill vibe for sure. But super excited to be here again. Thanks again to the team for bringing me down, or to the left, to the
to
east,
the west.
to the west.
To the
the
west.
right?
I don't know
This
my
is way west.
yeah.
West side?
Compass.
Do the
West
stinky way.
side?
To the west of the United States. It's not better than Florida, but
It's way
you know.
100% better than Florida. Don't listen to that garbage.
But yeah, let's have an awesome show, guys.
All right.
Jeremy,
Who's next?
My name is Jeremy.
No, I'll go next.
with a J.
Okay. Oh, do you want to go next? My name is Jeremy. I'm the CFO and co-founder of 3T Warrior Academy. I'm excited to be here and having this nice, refreshing coffee.
Wow.
He has two
Without-
coffees,
I have
guys, and
two
I asked for
coffees.
one, but he ordered it for
I
two.
ordered two because I have to do another show after this. And I would say that the new room went really, really well. And I feel that you guys, it would have felt more chill, but that was like the first one you guys have done,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So it's
that's
like
true.
you're doing it for the first
A little
time.
nervous.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit nervous. Although I don't think it was nerves. I think it was just, what are we doing here?
New.
And like new, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that went really, really well. I love the table, the format of it, and the way that you guys did it. And you guys did a fantastic job.
Well, thank you.
I
Thank
also
you.
love how no matter what we do, we're always trying to get better production, and then we always have things that we need to fix every time that we do something. I know that can be frustrating, but for me, I enjoy it because it happens on literally anything that I do. I'm like, everything's perfect. And then something goes wrong or something happens, but it was really good. You guys did a fantastic.
And then the double D
fantastic
solved the
job.
problem.
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
We
one D
always
solved
put
the
out
problem.
the
Dustin wasn't
fires.
doing anything. I haven't even seen Dustin in weeks. Dustin, were you helping doing some of that this morning on the war room?
He's
No.
not going to talk.
remotely.
I'm gonna put it on my sheet.
He's gonna clock it in.
I'm gonna put it on my top sheet. Dang Skippy.
Let's
That's
go.
funny.
That's fine. I don't know if I would. That was a good introduction, right? I don't need to add
The-
anything.
Yeah.
Everything's good. I got
Well,
coffee. You
people
don't.
know you.
That's good. Okay, cool. Kicking it over to you.
All right. Well, my name's Jackie. I'm super excited to be here. I got myself some food and still lacking on my coffee, but that's
Yeah, well,
okay.
that's your
Maybe we will order one. We'll get it mid-show. No, I'm just kidding. Let's introduce the D's behind the scene.
This is one half of the Double D's. I'm happy to be here. Your friendly production specialist at 3T Warrior. Let's go.
Woo. And then we got the other
Cool.
D. I don't know if you can hear him. He doesn't have a mic.
Yeah, and he doesn't like
to talk.
talking into
And he
mics. I
doesn't
make
like
him
to-
talking to mics.
I wish we had another camera right here so we could just flash it on. and see
Bam.
you.
Hit him with it.
Yes, we are super grateful, guys, to be here. And we are super grateful that you guys continue to support us. So we're just gonna dive right in. We've got a lot of great news. Again, we're gonna bring the technical analysis, all about facts, figures, numbers, logic. We keep it real with you guys. So sometimes people don't like that, right? Dream Crusher over there in the corner, but that's okay.
No, I think he does like it because you look at the charts and the analysis, and then he analyzes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is good. We love it. We love it here. We like to keep it real here. So let's dive in. I know, Gonzo, you were listening to some stuff earlier, and this is a big topic that I'm also paying attention to with the bond market, with the carry trade, also with Korea's stock market. So let's start there. I know we talked about it a little bit this morning, but maybe to catch up, and then we can dive into some other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think what we were talking about is the Kospi, the South Korean market had corrected. I think what was it, like 40-something%. A lot of what was going on there was being carried by Samsung, and I always forget the semiconductor.
I cannot remember for the
XK
life
Hynix.
of me.
What is it?
XK Hynix.
SK Hynix, right? They had a bigger drop, but then they also had a bigger recovery, right? There was this whole thing. I would mention it this morning where he's like Michael Berry. I forgot what his name was, but he had a huge portfolio, mostly loaded in like semiconductors, SanDisk, all that stuff. And when they had the major pullback, he had to sell off the portfolio. And of course, I think it was somebody like Citadel that stepped in and bought it all. And then what happened right after they purchased it? Yesterday, we rallied, like Samsung rallied like 20-something%. But I think overall, it's still looking pretty weak. I just bring it up because when you look at what happened in the Kospi, it was Samsung and SK Hynix that was carrying the entire thing. Very similar to our stock market, where you had the Mag 7 that had been carrying the entire stock market, right? Apple was looking pretty good. I think it dropped like 12% today. Amazon was doing well, but like Tesla and some of the other ones, not so much, right? So just curious to see.
Got that crash.
Yeah,
CRSH. I've been buying that up.
that's the short
Yeah.
side.
That's the
of
short side of Tesla.
ETFs.
Love
yield
shorting
max.
Tesla. I've been
Yeah.
shorting Tesla because
So you're
The
loaded up on
ol-
crash.
I just feel that the only benefit from Elon, right, is SpaceX and mainly Starlink, and I think
Yeah.
their AI is it's what it is. And
We
I
have
don't
a
think that they have a
crashing
good.
sound over there.
Yeah,
We're gonna-
I do not.
we'll
I like
find one.
freaking D's screensaver over there. It looks like super cyberpunk or whatever's happening over there's like a game room or something. No one can see that.
Yeah, it's like a game room.
It moves colors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
moves
it's
colors.
colors.
But yeah, I don't know. The tech sector is going to get hard over this AI stuff because they haven't figured out how to make money in it.
With the whole AI thing.
Yeah, they haven't figured out how to
Mhm.
make money in it. And when you think of ChatGPT, I forgot who I heard this. It was from Scott Galloway or Professor Galloway, who does a podcast I listen to called Pivot. He had made an assessment that, like, okay, when you think about ChatGPT, a lot of people pushed into ChatGPT because you could see a big growth into it. Well, getting into AI because of ChatGPT, not into ChatGPT because it's not open, it's not a publicly traded stock, but going into AI from this business to consumer space, right?
Mhm.
And then Anthropic is a B2B space, and then there's the infrastructure space. So if you can see where private investors, where money's been going into, it's been following that pathway because they think the money's going to be in consumer and it's not. They think that the money's going to be in business to business, and it kind of is, but not fully. So then they started putting it all into the infrastructure, and we don't really know how money's going to be made in AI. And you can just see
Mhm.
that people are starting to be like, well, maybe we should start moving our money somewhere else. And I feel that that's where we're
It's too early.
Yeah, it's way too
It's too
early.
early to tell. There's
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot of changes. What we see in AI today is not what we're going to see in AI in 10 years from now. So the foundation's being created, which is great. There's a lot of companies that are picking back off of this excitement, this hype, but something has to give. Like we can feel that the bubble is just stretching and stretching. The balloon is stretching, and eventually it's going to pop. So it's not going to look good, but nonetheless, it's par for the course. I think that doesn't change the fact that AI is an exciting environment to be in.
I think the minute that you see like the CapEx, what they spend in AI, just that number keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger,
Mhm.
right? The minute that one of them all of a sudden reports that they pulled back on the CapEx, I think that's probably the beginning of the end, because the rest will follow suit. They'll say if they're doing it, then we should do it. It's just a matter of who's going to do it first, who's going to cut that CapEx first and do that, show that there's a pullback in what they're spending, and then they all follow suit, and that could be the
Hey,
beginning.
Mario,
of the
are
end,
you
I
listening
think.
on an iPhone?
Mm-mm.
You don't have it up on the iPhone. There's sound coming through.
Is there an echo?
Really?
Yeah, we're not watching it anywhere.
No, I'm not watching it. My phone.
Oh,
I'm muted. You want me to turn it down?
yeah. And you're muted, Mario?
I'm muted.
I'm
It's all-
muted.
And the phone's
It's
not
Jeremy.
showing the show?
Is it you?
Because iPhone, oh,
Is
no.
your
Yeah, I'm muted.
oh,
No.
okay.
My phone is off.
Yeah.
Do you guys hear the echo?
We heard something,
Mm.
but
Maybe it's next door. Maybe they're having a party next door.
They're
Maybe
watching.
the
us.
government's
They're watching us.
Maybe
Maybe they're
they-
watching us. I texted my
They
cousin the
tuned
other
in.
day because she's the sister of my other cousin who is a painter, and I couldn't get a hold of him. And she was telling me she listens to our show every single Friday, and she listens to the War Room she
Aw.
watches
cool.
CJV every day. I did not know that
That's
that she
awesome.
did that. She just
Heck
loves
yeah.
listening to CJV. I just
That's
thought that was
really cool.
interesting.
That's
But
nice.
Anyway,
That
Small
is
world.
great.
what were we talking about before we were listening
Topic
to
out.
that?
We
echo?
were
CapEx.
talking about the capex, but there's an interesting point too. Like they are spending trillions, but they're only making billions.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so there, when you consider the cyclical financing that's going on between those major companies of like, what is it? It's Microsoft. What are the major companies that are kind of just
Google?
OpenAI,
OpenAI,
Microsoft,
Anthropic.
Anthropic, and they're
and
kind of just
Oracle.
buying.
They just keep reinvesting
They
the
keep
same amount of money kind of
reinvesting.
into
Yeah,
each other.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a circle.
But
thing.
it's diminishing return, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't I don't really feel like there's essentially just going to be a stop. I think it's just going to be a diminishing return that's eventually going to, kind of cause that slow bleed into a downtrend. And it kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Like you're in the midst of it. Like it's not always just that one point. It's kind of like in the midst of the drawdown where people don't necessarily, like they're not so aware until all of a sudden, right, their portfolio has lost 40, 50%. And they're like, oh my gosh, it's in the midst of a bear market. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, we're in the bear market.
Well,
We gotta
I mean,
do
it
something.
happens.
Yeah.
Well, that's because
that's the way it
retail
happens.
most retail investors are at the bottom end of feeling any type of change,
Right.
right? You mentioned, I think you mentioned it this morning.
And information, and
Yeah.
we're always the last domino.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big issue with, or one of the issues with AI is that there's a lot of movement to taking models, frontier models, and making them local, meaning that anybody can just run them on their local computer. There's a lot of benefits that come with that. Well, obviously, privacy, knowing that it's your data, it's running your computer. Right now, the issue is the fact that our standard hardware can't really compute at the power of some of these frontier models we have from ChatGPT and from Anthropic, but I think we're going to get there. I think that there is going to be a lot of competition that comes from some of these models that you can run locally. So these AI companies, or I guess as an investor, you should be mindful that if something like that happens, that's going to hinder the revenue tremendously for these AI companies.
Yeah.
Because if people gravitate
Yeah.
towards just running their own model at home, which I totally would. Actually, I've been playing around with a couple of basic ones. As soon as it gets up there with the processing capacity of like the frontier models, that I will shift.
Did you see the facial? I know that you're a big Apple fan. Did you read anything on the new stuff that Apple's doing in the home?
I have
Yeah, have
not
not-
been paying
So
attention
they
to any of it.
released it this week.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of it'll probably Apple does like their big event here
September.
in September, right?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so Trey, who I do. Mercury is a
Yeah,
big Apple fan also.
Yeah.
But and so I was looking at an article, and they're putting all new stuff into home devices, and they're bringing Siri AI to all the home devices. So one of the biggest features is they're going to have a tablet size, like a Nest or like not a Nest, but like Google Home or the Amazon
like the
screen
Alexa,
Echo, right? Like
the
Alexa,
Echoes,
right?
the screen ones,
And
yeah.
so their first one's going to be like that. But what's going to be great about it is it's going to have AI facial recognition.
Mhm.
So when it sees who's going by it, it will then pop up the stuff for that person.
So Amazon already does that. I have one of those. I think it's like a 10-inch.
Mhm.
I have it in my dining room area because it's an open floor plan anyway. So every time that we want to just ask like my wife uses it a lot to like, hey, what's the recipe for this? Or like, can you set a timer for this? Like she'll put something in the oven. She'll like, can you set a timer for 15 minutes? And sometimes we're just sitting there and we'll ask, hey, like we're having a conversation, and my kids have gotten in the habit of just like, Alexa, show me a picture of a tiger, for example, or whatever. But anyway, the Alexa already does that. It recognizes, you can enable and disable it. I have mine disabled. I played around with it a little bit because it's kind of weird because it's always looking, right? But it recognizes the person, and based on the person shows you different types of content.
Yeah.
And if you talk to it, it also recognizes who's talking. It'll say, good morning, Mario, or good morning, Rebecca.
My TV does that to me every morning. I have a Samsung television, and every morning it's got like a screensaver feature, and then you can turn it on also. But as soon as I walk by it, it pops up with news and stuff for me to look through if I want, and it says "Good morning, Cesar," or because that's my legal name. But
that was a bomb.
it's like, why is it saying that? It's not your name. The other thing that they said that they were going to be releasing, which I thought was cool, was they're going to take a 9-inch version of the screen tablet thing, and they're going to connect it to an arm, and then that arm can move and follow you around. So if you're like doing stuff and you're talking, it'll just keep following you. And then they're releasing security cameras. So Apple's going
really?
on
They're getting security
cameras?
cameras?
Security game.
That's
Oh,
what
wow.
the thing. That's what it said. So I feel like they're pushing
They're
all
gonna
of
have
it.
to
So
ring.
the point of this was going back to what you were saying with AI. Is that's where I think that people are going to make money with AI.
Yeah.
It's not with the actual us using the AI specifically. The companies that can take that AI and integrate the AI into other services and products
Correct.
to make more money.
I
That's
agree.
how they're going to make money with AI.
I agree.
They're not going to make money from the actual, in my opinion, from the AI itself. And that's where
From
I
the
feel
language
like,
model.
right. That's where
right.
I feel like I don't know how OpenAI or Anthropic are gonna. I guess maybe from. I mean, if Gemini has its own language model, it doesn't need Anthropic.
Well, there's a big
And-
discussion now for open source, and that's the big issue, is that they're comparing it to how making a lot of the big tech things that have revolutionized, the world, making it open source was a massive component of it. So they're talking about how a lot of these things should actually be open source. Instead of it just being the way it is. So we'll see. I think that there's going to be a big change. So that's why, as an investor, just be mindful of all of those things, because what we see today is not the final form. It won't be the final form anytime soon.
I mean, right now is no different than like crypto bull markets. You know what I mean? All these big companies come out. It's no different. It's every time there's a big wave of a bull market in a certain sector, you're going to have a bunch of companies that they have a specific theme that they play off of to get investor capital, right? And then you wait for the crash to see who actually can survive and implement actual business models and implement things that are going to survive.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, what's going on with AI right now is no different than what was the last narrative in the crypto markets, right?
AI agents.
Privacy, AI agents.
Privacy
Yeah.
agents.
Yeah.
DPIN, then it was gaming.
Mhm.
There's always some narrative.
Mhm. Yeah.
What do you think? One of the things, and I know I promised Craig, if Craig's in the chat. Craig, if you're in the chat, let me know if you're in the chat. I promised you that I would get Jackie to talk about astrology, and I'm not going to go back on my promise. But did we answer the question that you had that Gonzo was answering? I kind of started talking about this.
What was your question?
It was your question, and Gonzo started answering it about South Korea, what was going on with the Cosby.
Oh, I
I
think we
think we
kind of
kind of
answered
answered
it.
Right?
And we
We're
talked about it a
getting
little bit
bounced.
this morning too. You mean before you took the
Yeah,
conversation?
I know. I'm sorry. I love talking
No,
about.
I
I
don't think
love
there's
talking
anything
about
wrong
with it. Where
artificial
it needed to go.
intelligence.
Let's keep
'cause it's
talking about it. There's nothing wrong with that.
What are we
Unless-
talking about?
What are we talking
What are we
about?
talking about?
Okay, so Gonzo, I did have a question
Yeah.
on as it relates to
I love it.
Bitcoin. So
Mhm.
what do you think is going on with Bitcoin and the crypto markets right now? Or and also too, Jackie, is there an astrological play or concept with that too? Because Bitcoin's it was down to
Yeah.
I don't know what's that right now.
So for me, it's about like the levels. Like right
Mhm.
now, we need to stay above 63,500.
You can show your chart too.
Yeah, I guess let me pop that up. Add
You're
to
allowed.
stage.
You're allowed, Gonzo. You
Let's
can
I'm allowed?
go.
I just did that. I don't think I was supposed to do
No,
that.
you're allowed to pop it up if you're in there.
I'm in there.
D, he did your job.
now I
That's
have
why
to
he
find
said,
it,
I don't know
though.
if I was supposed to do
Where's it? Oh, here it is.
Boo.
Which chart is it? It's this one right here. Yeah. So what I was showing and what I was talking about this morning is just like different levels, right? This is called an anchored VWAP. You just take it from you could take it from the high or from the low. And what it does is it creates a line.
Would it be
Based
hold
on
on
the
real quick? Would it
volume.
be wrong if we got a WAP clip from the song and every time you say VWAP, we that some reference to this? Yeah. Anyway, sorry, Gonzo.
Yeah. So these are the levels, right? We needed to get above like 66,900 to continue some kind of maybe upward movement. I always thought there could be like a bull trap here between 69 and 75K. But on the downside, it was 63,500. You can see that this daily candle right here is closing below that line, which shows probabilistically when this candle closes here in the next 4 hours, if we're down at this lower level, that we're going to push lower, right? Now, the big question is like everyone is saying that 57K and the bottom is in. For me, it's not my base case, right? I still think that we're going to break this low. When you look at it historically speaking, like bear markets, you make a major low in February, it rallies into March, and then you end up making another major low in June, which is exactly what we've done this cycle. We made a major low in February. We're doing the Warrior Conference. We're doing the Freedom Conference. That's when we got that first low to 60K, and then we kind of rallied, and then we made our next major low just came in June, right? And so then we rally. July usually closes green in bear market months. Like the candle's going to close today. I think we're going to end up green. So it's really about just like kind of August and September. I still think that we're going to lose 57K and we're going to go lower. But a sign of strength would be if, let's say, we go down to that 60K level, right? Like we end up holding somewhere around 60K and we don't take out the low. And let's say that the rest of the stock market is not doing well. The QQQ, which is the NASDAQ, is coming down. It's showing weakness and Bitcoin can hold that 60K level. Well, then that shows that maybe this is the low and we can hold it for a little bit longer. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think that if the stock market starts getting a significant pullback in the rest of the markets, I think Bitcoin will fall with it, right?
Jackie,
So
I
that's
thought
what I'm
I
looking
got
at.
you a Solar Fire account. Are you getting your horoscope off of horoscopes.com?
I'm on AstroSeek.
Oh, you're on Astro.
I'm on
I
AstroSeek.
see.
No, I have not yet gotten my Solar Fire,
Oh my
actually.
God. Man, I told her I'd get her a coffee. Told her I'd get her Solar Fire.
And we don't have neither of those guys. You see what happens in my life right now? I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing.
So what does it mean from an astrological perspective? So is it going to go back to what the old gypsy woman said and go back down to 7,000?
No.
Dang it.
I don't know, bro.
No.
See,
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Okay,
Anything's
Jackie,
possible.
Okay, so
Anything is possible in
Craig
this
said
world.
something about lunar stuff. What did Craig say here?
What did he say?
Yeah, we're in we
just had a full moon.
so we
Oh
have
no,
a-
it was Clinton.
2 days
Clinton said
ago.
we
We
have
have
a
a bull
solar eclipse
moon.
and lunar eclipse next month.
Yeah.
So how does that play into
August?
what's
Have a
going
full
on in
moon.
crypto? Will Bitcoin get down to $7,000?
So eclipse months are really
dreaming.
big, especially in markets. Any markets, eclipse months hold a lot of volatility, and it's
A lot of eclipsing.
yeah, a lot of eclipsing, honestly, of just themes and paradigms. Those tend to be very major, like switch up periods. So, for example,
I like what Craig put it.
what is
Jackie,
it?
this is where you can speak about astrology and the bad times ahead for Bitcoin in late September.
I know. I feel like sometimes I've been holding a negative context, but I feel that. Like I feel like we are coming into a time where, and I've said this multiple times, right? Rose-colored glasses are getting stripped off, and we're about to see the realness of what's been going on. And you can see that honestly manifest into what has been going on this year. We are starting to see it in the realness of our external reality right now. And so one of the things on one of the calls that we've been talking about was that very vital point of Neptune and Saturn in Aries at the 0 degrees world point. That that was a pivotal moment where we are starting to see the illusions kind of be demasked, and then the realness of foundational things being tested. And that usually has implications in economies, that type of conjunction. But ever since kind of the beginning of this year, that's when we started noticing more people talking about, oh, the cracks in the system with the private credit markets, and the influx of almost AI companies getting falsified and pushed up in market value, and false like balance sheet applications and things, and so
Ponzi schemes,
right? And but that's been going on for years with the markets in general, and that's starting to get revealed with the carry trade too, right? Many countries were able to borrow at 0 or negative interest rates, right? And then markets got fluffed up, and now we're going to see that draining take place. That's the unwind, and that truly is, from an astrological lens, that meaning right there. Saturn coming into Aries, Neptune coming into Aries. It's like the illusion is gone, and we're about to see things get tested from a foundational level. And that's why I believe this year Bitcoin is going to take a really hard hit to the downside.
To $7,000.
I don't know how low, but
I wish, bro. I'd buy it.
Dude, you know,
I'll buy a whole one.
if that somehow crashes to that, we could get so much Bitcoin, and hopefully it rises back
I
up to
know.
something. But
start to test.
I don't think that's really going to happen.
Strategies
Just so everybody knows,
company.
I really don't think that's going to happen. It's just a joke from my mom to me to Johnny.
I mean, there is a theory out there where basically we make our low like we're supposed to, maybe end of September, early November. We rally, but we don't take out the all-time high, and we don't, right? Like we just roll back over and then end up dropping lower because of a global recession or something crazy that happens in the world. So there is a theory out there that, on this next maybe possible bull run, we don't take out the all-time high, right? And then ends up rolling over and just coming right back down again, and then breaking the lows.
I don't discredit that at all,
Yeah.
because it is the most liquid market. So when people are at a standstill and they need liquidity, crypto market's first to go.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
true.
It is the
That's
first
a
to
super
go.
good point.
That is true.
So yeah, I mean, what we've seen over previous cycles.
Well, that's why we've seen all of this too, is because of that liquidity. They've moved their liquidity from crypto into other plays, especially with AI. And that's one of the biggest reasons why we've been experiencing the crypto the way that the crypto markets the way that we've been experiencing, is because the money's been moving away from it, because it's easy to pull that money, and it's also easy to put it back in and get it to move.
It's also the most speculative, thing
Yeah.
that most people are invested into. So when they come to a cash crunch and they need to liquidate something, they're going to liquidate whatever they feel is the biggest speculation they're invested in. I've actually got friends in my close circle that in the last couple of years I know sold their crypto because they had to pay bills, and they just got to a place where they needed money and they sold their crypto. I was, just to be completely transparent, a few years ago, I was in a place where I needed to make extra money. I did the best that I could to not sell my crypto. And in hindsight,
it is OnlyFans.
AKA
That's what
using-
the XRPinvestor.com really is Mario's OnlyFans.
So I was like, I'm gonna take a bet and just use my credit cards that I have to for the money, for the cash aspect of it, and not sell my crypto. And I'm so glad that I did, because if I had sold my crypto, I would have been devastated last year with what we saw happen, especially for XRP. Being in XRP at 30 cents, watching it go all the way to $3 and what is it, 60?
360, yeah.
360. I mean, I would have been crushed if I had,
Oh yeah.
if I had sold it.
Remember when we had that exit at 3? What was it? We had an exit for some of the XRP. We had at 350 or 355, but we couldn't sell it from where it was at because of us changing the infrastructure and moving it into the foundation. So we ended up not selling it.
Ouch.
And then we were.
Oh, was
take
it locked
that-
up?
That was his.
It wasn't. It
decision.
wasn't that it was locked up.
That
it
was
was.
his
It was my
decision.
decision
No, I'm just
because we. No, she's right. It was my decision because of the fact that if we sold it, it would have been difficult to prove that those gains were part of a foundation.
And that was the top.
because the
No.
money wasn't in a foundation account. So that all of the money was mixed at that point in time because we were setting up our foundation, and Kraken wouldn't give us a foundation account
Okay.
because the legal team that we had at the time, they didn't follow up with getting a paper processed through through the nonprofit system for the IRS. So we
Yeah.
couldn't get to prove to the bank that we were a nonprofit for the foundation. So then Kraken wouldn't open the account.
Mm.
And you missed the
goes-
top.
He
And we-
goes,
and we
remember
messed
when
it
it
up.
was only like 6 months ago?
Couldn't
Yeah,
you
it was-
Remember when that one still hurts, bro?
Yeah.
So couldn't you just DEX and convert to a stable coin and just hold a stable coin until?
Uh-oh.
I guess we could have done that. No,
That's-
because once we sell it,
Once you sell,
we
it's
recognize the
capital
gain. And we couldn't
Oh,
disprove it. Would
gotcha.
be difficult to
Okay.
disprove that
Yes.
part of it
Yes, you're right.
because
Okay.
that money was
Yep.
technically a
Mhm.
foundation
Got it.
account.
Got it.
Yeah, you get dinged as yeah,
Yeah.
you know that.
Yeah.
You better know that. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
So Mario's been going around telling everybody to do that. And all these people have all these capital. I'm just kidding.
Capital
These capital gains
Wait,
that they're
what?
getting hit with.
What?
That's not true.
No.
Real quick, going back to when we were talking about oh gosh, I forget what we were talking about, but it made me look up Mike Novogratz. And I remember so distinctly. We were talking about the liquidity of the crypto markets, and that's where people will sell first, right?
Mhm.
Because it's most liquid. I remember so distinctly Mike Novogratz had gotten on a podcast, and they had talked about, because he has Galaxy Digital and they do crypto investing for, very, very high net worth people. And he had just gotten on a podcast talking about how he had gotten someone out of Bitcoin selling, and without selling, gosh, I don't know. I want to say it was in the billions, or at least multi-millions. I can't remember, but he was saying that they had scaled him out without really moving the markets very much. And I remember talking to Gonzo. It was a morning that we had gotten on a call, and I was like, this is just like it. You have this big venture capitalist like management fund here saying that they just like scaled someone out. This feels kind of toppy. And it's like,
Mhm.
I don't know. You just kind of watch and listen to some of those people, but you don't make the decision yourself, right?
But but it's important what you just said, because you feel or you sense
Right.
the signs.
Yeah.
And that goes right into what I mentioned in the War Room episode this morning, where in October, in that second week of October, I started getting that gut feeling, which comes from having gone through already a couple of cycles.
Yep.
And that feeling was, I think we're headed to the downside. And I
Like the
don't
top
want to
saying.
I don't want to continue to hold, because I didn't reach my target. And my target was to get a certain amount of money out of XRP. And so I made the decision to say, all right, I'm going to sell an extra 10% here. And it's a win-win, because if I sell, I'm taking profit because I'm up by many percentage points. And if we continue to go up, I didn't sell all of it, so it's still a win.
Yeah.
And in hindsight, it was a really good decision. But listening to your gut, and again, you're going to be wrong at times. You're
Mhm.
never going to be always right. But processing it logically to where it still aligns with your thesis, to where it still aligns with your investment, not just style, not just strategy, but your style. I feel like a lot of people get too caught up in, so many people they take advantage of swings and they swing trade and whatever. I'm like, okay, you have to define what you
Mhm.
are first. Are you an investor? Are you a trader? Okay, if you're going to say you're a trader, what kind of trader?
Mhm.
Because there's so many different kinds of traders. So you
Yeah.
have to define what you are. I'm an investor. I invest. I sit on it. I hold it for the cycle of crypto specifically,
Mhm.
and that's what made me make that decision. And so you have to be okay with it.
Yeah.
It was a good call. I mean, I bring it up when I
Yeah,
do
it's
my,
one of my best calls.
He
When I do
brings
my
it up
coaching
all the
sessions.
time. I did
Yeah.
a great job during that.
Well, I feel like we all
Sorry,
kind of came to that
Gonzo.
conclusion around the same time in a different way.
No, it was Gonzo.
Well, I mean, on October 18th, the videos there I did in the academy.
No.
Where I said the top sin, and everyone thought I was. I swear, I remember doing the call, and you could see people, and they're looking at me like I'm crazy. Like they're just
Yeah.
like, "What is this guy talking about? Who is this guy? What is he saying?" And I was just like, "I don't know." Like it just the structure broke, and
He's like, but
this is
Michael
how-
Saylor.
He's like, this
Michael
is-
Saylor.
Some
said it.
people are like, I just made my first investment yesterday.
Yeah, I know. Right,
Gonzo's
yes.
like,
It's
let me
over.
crush your dreams
Yeah.
today.
And that is why. Oh, show your picture.
the Dream
picture.
Crusher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'll share
what
it. I'll
picture
share
were
it.
you going to show?
Oh. I don't
Well,
know,
what
there-
Jared.
chart is
I mean,
up?
the
I'll show you
XRP
that
chart's in
picture
front
after,
of you.
Jeremy.
Sure it is. $1.06.
Hold on.
Oh,
I think.
Lord.
Yeah, there we go.
What is
He's gonna show the picture.
the
Boom.
videos there?
Is it there? D, you want me to put it up or you got it?
You got to show
You
it.
can put it up.
Okay. Boom.
Yeah, happy
Oh,
XRP
that looks good.
Man, Dustin, we should have started sound effects
My
so
hair was
many
shorter
years
then.
ago.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Sound effects make these things so much better.
They do.
Yeah,
They are really
They
good.
really do. Do another sound effect, Steve. Just pick one.
What else we got?
Yeah.
That's Gonzo's.
There you
That's
go.
for you.
Mine now. All the money is mine.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Wait,
All
do
right.
the boom again. That's like when we show you. That's the Dream Crusher one. That's you. I love it. That's perfect.
I love it.
No, I'm just kidding.
We should have a train like toot, toot, like for the train has left the station. The train
could
has
be
left the
yours.
station.
All aboard.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Dang. Was that you, Dee, that said
We
that?
should all have
That
our
was
own
really
little
good.
sound
Pretty
effect.
good. We should just record Dee saying that.
There we
Yeah,
go.
really good.
There
There
you
we
go.
go.
Oh, Shelly said Dream Maker.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that's
Oh,
That's true.
Thank
It's
you.
true.
Yeah, it is true.
Shelly, we know he's the dream killer.
Come on
So
now.
nice of you.
Yay.
Realize. It's okay.
Yeah.
We
All right.
get it.
So, all right.
The wife is always going to say
What's
something
next?
nice.
What else did they want us to talk about? The Japan cash and carry? No, we talked
We
about
didn't
that
know.
already.
I don't remember what Craig said. Craig
Yen.
said
You
something
wanted
else
to
about
talk about
yen,
the yen.
Japan.
Hmm.
All I know is ramen's really good, and
I
everyone
love
should eat
ramen.
more ramen.
Don't get us talking about food,
Yeah.
man. We will
I
not
think
get
we're-
off that subject for a
I-
while.
We'll have to
I
go
think we
look
were
up for
talking
this.
about as
I'm gonna
far as
pull up my portfolio.
the
Hold on
Japan
one
cash and carry tray unwinding.
Yeah, pull that up.
It's-
Let's look at it.
Um,
second. Okay.
Let's look at it.
it's money going back to Japan, right?
Look at
they've
why I
raised-
couldn't get a coffee this morning. No, I'm just kidding.
He's trying to get serious here.
Trying to get-
God's
trying to
just
talk about something
God's just
serious.
trying to run the show here on
Trying
a
to run the
serious
show.
note.
I'm sorry.
The animals are running the zoo.
That is true.
Um,
Jeremy's
Um,
monkey.
and so their
Oh
bond
my
market.
gosh. What would Jackie be?
what,
God's oh, go
for
ahead.
an
Sorry.
animal?
Yeah. She just called me a monkey.
Is it just me or it's really hot in here?
Oh,
It's
it's,
really hot in here.
ridiculously hot.
It's
in
so
here.
It's
hot.
so hot. in
Dustin, go
Yeah.
turn on the air conditioner.
sweating.
I'm dying in here.
I'm cold.
I have this
You're
nice
cold?
coffee. She's cold.
Cold?
That's why
There's-
Gonzo says she needs to
Jackie's
get
always
something
cold.
checked with her
There's like
nurse.
six
circulation
bodies.
Her
is really
circulation's horrible.
This room's like 6x8. There's like six
And I would normally
people.
say it's because me and Gonzo
Right.
might be bigger guys, but Mario's
yeah.
hot and he's the size of Jackie.
Oh, no
I
offense.
didn't mean it in a bad way.
Sure, you did that one, Doug. But you did
Damn.
that one, bro.
It's like the size of Jackie. No, I mean, look at my arm. It's bigger.
That's
Come on.
I don't know. Jackie's got some
Oh,
guns.
Jackie's got guns.
I'll be quiet.
I'm just kidding.
Well, she works out 6 times a week. I work out 3 times a week. So I'm not doing too bad.
Okay, Gonzo, what were you saying on a serious note? Trying to
I
mention
already lost
serious
my
stuff.
train of
Oh,
thought.
hold on.
Yeah.
Craig said he put something somewhere at the top of the chat here.
Oh, yeah.
I was-
Shelly said it. Mario's got a fierce right hook. I was punching last night.
Oh,
I don't see his.
Were you?
question.
850 something, I think. Was
Just true.
oh, were you guys?
Oh,
up
why
there?
Buffett is purchasing Japanese yen and how using USD to purchase Japanese yen with the strength of the dollar and then using yen is like double dipping to create. Yeah, that's true because I started buying up a bunch of physical yen.
Yeah, Buffett went. He actually went into Japanese bonds. With,
Yeah, because they went up.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
they went up for the very first time.
Yeah,
right?
because of
Correct.
that
Zero,
1% interest rate that they had, those things probably
Yeah.
skyrocketed.
Right.
a lot.
Oh no, that would have
of- a
caused them
lot
to go
of-
down.
A lot of Berkshire Hathaway funds he had put into bonds. I can't remember what year that was in. Let's talk about
No,
that.
it had to have been when they were negative. There's because if they were reducing the interest rate over time, he would have been emptying out of his position in bonds because the bonds prices would have went up.
Well,
Right?
bonds did go up. Like,
I mean, the
know,
bond
it's
prices.
going
I'm
up
sorry,
right
the
now.
bond prices would have went down.
of COVID.
Are they
and
going
everything.
up right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they're going
They're
up
still
right now.
going up.
Yep, they're still going up.
Yep.
So that was that video that Andre.
They
Jig did.
first entered into Japanese debt market by issuing its debut yen-dominated bonds in September of 2019.
Which makes sense because that's when they were in their negatives.
Massive. Yep.
So now they're
Wow.
That's
So
a
they're
good
both
point as
broken.
well. That's a good
Yeah.
point.
because so they export, right? Well, so they have to import everything, like especially like their energy, like their oil. And so that's what happens. They have to convert the yen into dollars to buy oil. and that is not good for their currency.
Correct.
So
That would make more
everything
sense.
that the
would
Bank
make
of Japan
sense.
had tried up to that point, where they're buying more yen and they're trying to fix it, didn't fix the issue. And I think the way they're trying to fix the issue is to raise rates, right? Because inflation, they not a lot of inflation came in, but when other countries were raising rates, like we were raising rates, Canada's raising rates, they decided not to do anything, right? And then now inflation started creeping in, and their yen is being devalued, and so they're trying to fix that.
Warren Buffett is such a G. If you literally look at the Japanese 10-year yield, it was right in 2019 that it hit a negative interest, and then it started to go up from there. So he entered in
Perfectly. He's
spot
got it
on,
spot
and then
on.
he's ridden that all the way up. So
And
the
now he should be selling them.
Yes.
Or is he
Well,
buying more? Well, he could be.
no, it could still
He
go
could.
up.
I guess
mean,
he
we
could
could sell
still
them
be
for
buying
more
them.
because-
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
because he's got a
it's
lower
only
interest rate.
been
Yes.
it's only been 7 years. It's gone up almost 3%. I mean, they could go up way higher.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
Like if inflation keeps coming back, if they don't.
Apple is still their biggest position, 22%.
Berkshire.
Yeah, 57.8 billion. Then American Express, then Coca-Cola. I mean, just imagine on that amount of money, with Coca-Cola paying out 1% dividend.
Yeah, it's 1%, right?
Yeah,
So
it's
so
crazy.
is that
Sounds like nothing, but when you have 30.4 billion,
Mm.
that's
it's like
huge.
is that the $1 million a day thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Japanese
not Coca-Cola
bond
stuff.
prices are falling right now.
Right
So
now.
I'm trying to figure out why he would be buying. I guess he would be buying them up in the event that they then go back into lowering the interest rates after this gets assessed, and then
The
the value
bond
of them is going
prices
to
are
go up.
falling, but the interest rates are rising.
Exactly.
So
No,
so,
I know that. I
yeah.
understand that. I'm trying to figure out what would be the catalyst of I understand why Berkshire would be buying them right now specifically, but why didn't they offload them as the interest rates kept dropping, because the value of them was going up? That's
They
what I'm
might
trying to
have.
understand.
They might have. Why do you say that? Or did you look that up?
No, I don't know. I thought that's what you guys said. So that
No, I was just- I
no,
just said
okay.
that they-
No, we were
I
just
was
saying
just
the interest
saying
rates
they
were
bought-
rising.
I'm trying to
The
think-
yield
bought
was
in
going
2019.
up.
Oh god, okay. I thought they were
No.
buying more now, and I'm like,
no,
No.
they
Okay, that
invested
makes
a majority in
sense.
2019.
but then they should have been selling them, because the idea would have been, if they bought down here and then they rode this up,
Yeah.
they would be selling them as those interest rates went back up, because now all the bonds are going to fall.
Right.
Right.
Got it. That's why I was confused.
No, that's okay. No, they made a big investment when interest rates were negative. And
Correct, which makes sense.
right.
Mhm.
Do any of you have any bonds?
No.
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 I used to.
I have T-bills in a retirement portfolio
I had
to
a-
help balance it.
I had
And
a,
I have
a wealth. It's called Wealth Simple, many
Yeah.
years ago,
Mhm.
and so I was primarily into bonds at the time. That's when I started looking into investing. I got into crypto, and then that happened in 2017, and then I got
remember
this-
strong.
Oh,
I don't,
You're rubbing
strong,
it
like
in his
like when
face.
you go work out and you become
Yeah.
strong, kind
Yeah.
of thing, or
He's bringing
No
up
idea.
wounds.
He's bringing up wounds.
You guys kept were you guys
keeps doing that.
mentioning it on the? No, I'm not. I'm doing it.
You
I'm
actually
not
made
doing it
money in that other
specifically
one,
to
though.
you
I
though.
I'm sure.
When you guys were talking about
I made some
NFTs,
terrible.
What was the one we made
Terrible
money on
investments.
though, Mario? There was one that we actually had a good strategy. We actually made money.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
we didn't put
the-
it back in. We got all our money out.
which still went to zero. So
It
was
still went to zero,
good.
but we got our money out and then
Yes.
some.
what was it?
It was
They didn't
It was
share.
the Zeta.
it was Zeta. Yeah, it was Zeta.
Oh, okay, I
It was
remember that
Zeta.
actually.
Yeah,
yeah.
We actually got out of that too. Didn't
Yeah.
we get the right? Didn't we have Zeta?
We didn't get into that into our fund. No.
Oh,
No,
No.
but we got into it, and then as
No.
soon as we
Oh,
started,
so you
getting
didn't tell us
payouts,
about it. Me and Jackie.
The
were left
one
with
It
that
went to
actually
zero,
worked.
but we got our money out first.
Don't get
Right.
me
And
wrong.
then some.
I don't get the inside. I'm out here all by myself.
You say
With your
coffee?
magic beans, what was it? You baked beans. That
Baked
Tones
beans.
got you guys in.
freaking NFT
DeFi?
tones
Oh my
and baked
gosh.
beans.
But did you guys stop to think about like how
I can't throw shade. I invested into an NFT called Doodles. So
did you guys ever stop to think about
Remember-
that time frame of 2021, 2022 with the crypto market? How insane it was for
It was
money
ridiculous.
coming
It
out of every
was
single
pure
direction.
fraud.
You were making
Yeah.
It
so
was
much
so
money
crazy.
it was crazy
It
how
was so
fast
crazy.
money was being made
So
during
crazy.
that
It's a
period of time.
universal law.
Remember
The
Jackie
faster
was
you make
making money by
the faster you
walking?
lose it.
Yes. I got
Remember when every
I
time
got an
that I
email
would
from
see
them.
you, you would be like, I gotta go walk. And you would walk and like, what's going on? You're like, I made so much money walking from
Yeah.
whatever that
From
project
my
was.
step in NFT.
Step
I
NFTs,
still
yeah.
have it
Yes.
on my
NFT.
phone, guys.
I got an
still-
email from them last
that
week.
that was literally though, that was when Solana was crashing. I was still using that NFT. And I was like, this blockchain's not going away because they're actually implementing things that kind of had like a backing behind it.
Yeah.
But and then you called the bottom. But I
Was
never
it on
lost hope on
October
that.
18th?
No,
There's the video.
no, that was no.
It's
There's
on
no
video.
video for that one. Maybe on GMC there was.
We should go try to
But
find.
It was
hold
one
on.
of those things.
We should have Dustin.
Gonzo's good at that.
Dustin's not doing
We
anything.
should.
We should have Dustin go get all of the videos of those types of
Prediction.
predictions
Yeah.
and just make a video reel of all the
Collage.
ones that were accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
think
should.
with that one because that was even before I
Leave
I
out all the
started.
wrong calls.
Yeah. No, I think you have to have the wrong calls too. But
You're gonna have
that was
both.
one of those where I had just started doing research on Solana and just starting like learning technical analysis. That was more about as far as just the way that markets move. There was so much negativity during that time.
Yeah.
And then remember that at that time BitBoy was the biggest and he just dumped all over Solana, right? So
Yeah.
everyone was just listening to what he was saying and they were just following suit, right? And it was one of these things. And then it got connected to Sam Bankman-Fried because FTX had owned so much Solana, right? And so they got intertwined, even though they were something totally different. And so it was the conversation that occurred on GMC. It was me and Johnny. It was one of these things where if this project is going to go to zero, it's going to happen right
Mhm.
here and right now
Mhm.
because it doesn't get any uglier than it is right here. And if it doesn't go to zero, that means it's probably going to be one of the best buying opportunities ever. And this is the bottom.
Mhm.
And it ended up being the bottom at $8 and
Yeah.
it recovered.
And Gonzo
Mhm.
was right.
You know what I think about that? And a project that has that very similar feel.
You sound like my wife.
What
I was
Gonzo
right.
was right.
I was right. I was right.
Oh, Gonzo sounds like your wife.
I was right.
Sorry, Jackie.
What was
Go.
the project?
You were saying
Yeah.
something.
Oh, I was gonna say Cardano.
Mhm.
Feels like
Oh,
that very same
Cardano.
thing. It feels like that very same thing to
I mean,
me.
yeah, it's
it feels
lots
like
of
that very
negativity.
same thing to me because of what happened with the community
Like, make
and
it or
when,
break it,
when Charles
zero.
yeah,
Yeah.
when Charles Hoskin came out. And they're still just hovering there at 17 cents.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess. Well, Solana dropped to 8. That wasn't at the low, and so Cardano's low is what, like 7. So yeah, technically it is a higher low.
I think they're low. Yeah, if
Maybe.
you go back all the way down. I don't know.
Yeah,
It has a similar context to me where when we were talking about that. But it's all speculation.
Gonzo, earlier, I think it was on one of the things we've been talking. I feel like we've been talking.
yeah, because
We've literally been
show and the
talking
calls.
since 8 o'clock
Yeah.
this morning. I feel like in
For
like
sure.
communication, like in like this type of format. On one of those calls that we had, you had mentioned something about you didn't know where you were on your thoughts were on the Fed chairman Warsh. Is it Warsh?
Kevin Warsh.
So, yeah, I did. I don't know if I finished. If you mentioned fully went in depth on that on the War Room, or if I stopped listening to it when you started talking about that. But what are your thoughts on him? Like, are you out on whether he's going to be good, or I guess I wanted more clarity on
Yeah,
what that
he's
meant.
definitely going to be different. Like, yeah, obviously, I think he's very, very smart. He was one of the people that was, when he left the Fed, that he was against QE and money printing and stuff like that. I definitely think that the way that the Fed gets data is going to be a lot different from now. He's got all those different task force that are working on stuff. He definitely doesn't give, tip his hand when they keep going back to those kind of questions about how the market receives the information. And his point is that he wants the market to react how it's going to react, not based on what they are saying.
Correct.
Right. And so
Which
it's
do you
only
think
been
that's counter?
the second FOMC meeting. So
Yeah.
we got to kind of see
Do you
how
think
it
that
plays
that's
out.
counter? I guess counter to what we see in the marketplace from the current administration. I feel like the current administration uses forward guidance in some
Yes.
capacity constantly
Yeah.
to make something happen in the marketplace.
It's like the taco, isn't that what they call it?
Oh,
Taco
taco?
trade?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the taco
Yeah.
trade.
So I'm just
You mean like
I-
saying to buy Dell computer?
Right,
And then a month
correct, yeah.
later, there's a government contract and it goes.
Oh yeah,
in
no, not only
80%.
that. So
Yeah,
for fun,
that's
with
happened a
the
lot.
Dell computer, Michael
Yeah.
Dell was the person that made the largest investment into the Trump accounts. That's where most of the money came from. He was the largest donor to that, and then within weeks, he had the Michael Dell. Dell had that contract.
Wow.
Yeah.
But no, that's just insider trading and fraud. I'm
Yes.
talking specifically about like when they go out and make an assessment of what's going to be happening, and then because that's what I feel is weird, because I feel like the administration, good, bad, whatever, that he would want a Fed that he could get them to do that, give forward guidance, so that they can move something in a marketplace or move something in the economy. But it sounds like Kevin Warsh is going to stick to his guns
Yeah.
and be
so
like,
far
I'm
he
going to
is.
look at data, and then the market's going to react based off of what we're trying to do with the data that we're receiving, and that's going to be really how the marketplace is.
Yeah. I mean, so far that's the way it's played out at the last two FOMC meetings. So when's the next one? Is it August, September?
Let's find out.
Let's find out. Right. I think the market is starting to price in
I think
a
it'll
possible rate hike.
I think the rate hike
Okay.
will be in whenever they do it
September.
in Q4.
September.
So
Mid-September.
do they
Okay.
have one in Q4? Because September.
October 27 and
Yeah.
then December 8.
I think the
it's in
September
Dece-
one's the Jackson Hole one, right?
It's either going to
Where they
be.
go.
I think it's going to be in December.
You think so?
I don't think that
What
they're
will
gonna-
be in
I
December?
don't think they're going to raise anything until midterms are over.
Raise.
Yeah, I could see
You're
that.
calling for raise.
They're going to raise it.
Yeah.
They're going to
Yeah.
raise it in December.
Mhm.
Right.
They're going to
Right.
raise it sometime this year.
Yep.
My prediction is that they're going to raise it in December, because then after that's when midterms are over and they don't have to worry about that rate hike from at least from a political standpoint. If there is some type of political conversation in there, that there's nothing politically that would happen in the midterms that's not looking good for
Trump.
the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing with the Clarity Act. It's starting to feel like that. You know, when we talked about this morning, when you see the video that Gillibrand made, where she reviewed from top to bottom all the concessions that they made, that the Democrats asked for, that they put into the Clarity Act, making it, for me, like on the surface level, what I'm seeing is that it's a bipartisan bill. So, like, you know, what's the issue? The last sticking piece was supposed to be the ethics part of it, and it seems like they got what they wanted on the ethics part.
Mhm.
So I don't know what
But
else
the problem, no,
what
they're
more
just-
they want.
they're
So to
holding
me,
they're
it seems like
holding
they're doing it
till
on
midterms.
purpose.
They're
Yeah.
100% holding
Yeah.
this to midterms.
They want it to
I think
tank.
that they're holding the situation with Paramount and Warner Brothers till midterm. All of those, there's no reason. If you look at like, I think we should be wary of one company owning all of our media. But if you look at the Paramount Plus and Warner deal that's now been stopped until 2027
Mhm.
because of all of the pushback that they're getting from the Democrat side of it and from certain specifics of it being an anti-Trump. YouTube has 13% of the marketplace for watch time.
Wow.
If Paramount and Warner Brothers combine, they only have 12%. There is not a
Yeah.
monopoly that exists with that. Now, do I think that it's good overall for that to happen? No.
Mm-hmm.
And do I want it to happen? No. But apart from that, from a legal standpoint and whether or not that's a trust situation, that's being pushed off because of the fact that the Democrats are utilizing that as a mechanism to not give Trump what he wants, because Trump does stuff with Ellison, right? Like the whole thing is they're all friends, right?
Mhm.
Does that so that then that way Ellison get what he wants and Trump gets what he wants. If they were to push that through, they're stopping that, and they're also stopping the Clarity Act. Those are the two biggest things that are happening right now that I feel that the Democrats believe that they're going to win the midterm, and that's why they're pushing both of
pushing
these things off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it's starting to seem like to me. I know there's like, I don't know, you have that clock, there's like 6 days. There's a chance they could push it. I think there's a window in August to just throw a vote just to make everyone solidify what their answer is, right? And then the way she put it is so they can answer to constituents. But
The other
I
thing
don't
they
think
could
so.
do,
I-
the Democrats could get their shit together and decide where they actually stand on
That's true.
cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Right.
And they could do it, and they could be like, vote for it to go through, and then utilize that for the midterms to say we're on your side with cryptocurrency and we got this through for whatever purpose. They could, I mean, I don't think they'll do that, but that would be a strategy that they could do.
Especially like if they end up winning the midterms and then they put their version through, it could be what takes us out of the bottom, right? Like the initial not passing creates the low and the bear market bottom, and then we come out of it with clarity finally being passed at the end of the year.
I think
like
it's all
November,
narrative
December.
driven. Like I think
Yep.
pulling Warshin, being unreadable, he's not giving anything away,
Mhm.
holds people off long enough to where then they hike after midterms, hike the rates, and then I think whatever that causes in a catalyst, it's gonna be like, oh, we need something. Clarity Act comes in, and then the transfer happens.
What happens if we don't get the Clarity Act?
The market tanks.
The market tanks. It goes down to
We buy
7,000.
more.
We
Well,
buy
7,000.
buy. We become Jim Cramer. Buy.
Yeah.
But give actual good advice.
That's going to cause a lot of uncertainty because if it doesn't pass and then we get into like the next election cycle, is the Elizabeth Warrens of the world going to just come out of the woodwork with the same rhetoric,
1,000%.
or are some of the Democrats that have started to learn, right? Because you got the Blockchain Association that's up there, and the lobbyists for crypto trying to educate, and it feels like it's gotten better. You still have your like Maxine Waters and Elizabeth Warrens of the world that are just like no matter what they're educated on, they just refuse to kind of.
Which is what goes
to
back
change
to
their
my
mindset.
point that I was saying this morning on the Warrior Ascension call. It's so ridiculous sometimes the amount of information that people have that logically proves a point, and you just refuse for whatever fucking reason that you would refuse on. There's no reason
Do
for
we have a beep
that-
sound effect?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
There's no reason why we don't have that. They are not willing to
one.
change their mind on that based off of information.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. But
Yeah, I think that's what politics is all about, though. You have to constantly keep a battle left and right to
That's
keep
true.
people guessing
well, that
and keep
that-
markets
that's-
swinging
That's true.
and making more money. I think politics is all that is affecting market sentiment.
Don't people
And like at its core, I think it's about
have
like
1,400
the haves
people
and the
on this bad
have-nots,
boy.
right?
Yeah.
It's about
Yeah.
wealth.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
really about the left or right. The left
Right,
or right is just
it all comes down
a
to money.
narrative, but it's all comes down to money. Who has it? Who
Money and
doesn't,
power.
right? Because they accuse, Trump of all the crypto money that he made, 1.4 billion. But like Nancy Pelosi, same thing, right?
Correct.
It's
Such a
both
hypocrite. It's
sides.
a
Both sides
hypocritical
are
thing.
doing it,
Both of
right?
them are assholes. That's my stance on
Beep.
it.
Another one? Can we get a beep up in here? I'm just kidding. Teasing you.
All I have.
Not that.
That's not that one.
Not that kind
No,
of
it's
beat.
okay.
That's a good one.
I'll do it. Beep
Drop a beat.
There we
Are you-
go.
oh, beat.
beep. Say something.
Yes.
Beep. No,
I
you're
don't
supposed
think
to.
it's not gonna. Say like.
You're supposed to cuss.
Well, I don't want to cuss because people get frustrated with
Yeah.
me if I cuss.
He doesn't want to cuss now, but he's
Yeah,
over
he's
here
cussing
slinging
When I'm
around
usually
the F word.
when I'm usually talking, it's hard for me to stop the swearing.
I'm just kidding. It's okay. I said something this morning too.
What did you say? You like to throw bitch around a lot. That's what I hear you
I
say.
think-
Is that what you said this
I
morning?
think that word is funny.
Funny.
I think it's a funny word. Yeah.
Uh,
That's what I said this morning about your coffee. That I said I was gonna jump off 10 minutes early, and that bitch is fine
wow.
because he bought 2 coffees for himself and not one for me.
It's for the shows.
Jackie, you were supposed to
There's
get
so many
a
shows.
cupcake for Gonzo, and you
I
didn't get
know
one.
I didn't get one. That was selfish of me.
That's a good one.
What else we got? Is it questions?
Well, we have 15
Oh.
minutes before questions.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's usually what we
Is
do.
that in the rule book?
No, we can start questions
I'm just
whenever.
kidding.
Yeah, I mean, it's
We have an
The
just-
new
SOP
wealth
for it.
transfer podcast rule book. No,
SOP.
I'm just
There's an SOP for it.
Where- did you write it?
I wrote the SOP
Yeah,
for it. It says
right.
at 1:30 we start questions.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
we give more time for questions,
Oh, that's true.
and then I'm sure we're going to branch off. at
Yeah,
some
that's
point.
a good- that's
a question.
Let's
Come on.
dive into
Let's
the
dive into
Yeah,
questions.
let's
That's a
dive
good
into
We're
point.
gonna take
Johnson.
10 minutes to answer one question.
This is so nice with everyone here
Because
in
I'm
person.
Yeah, it is nice.
It is.
It's going to be so,
So
nice when
different.
Gonzo moves to Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
let's go.
Years away.
About
Out of
that.
that heat, man.
Well,
I know.
that.
It was one day.
One day,
of
of
heat.
126.
What
It
about
was,
today?
It was only
Yeah,
114.
When you said
It's
your
108.
shoes were sticking to the pavement, that's
Uh.
legit.
Those are cheap shoes. No. That
Dude,
doesn't
it
happen.
was
Whose
9:30
shoes
at
and-
That was
night,
kind of
and
an
it was above
exaggeration.
100 degrees outside.
Yeah,
it was
it's
wild.
Oh yeah,
reality
it's
out
100
here.
degrees when you wake up
It's
and go to
reality
sleep
out
here
here.
during this time.
100 degrees is a good
Oh
day.
shoot! Speaking of, I
That's a good
think I
day.
just got something delivered at my house.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And it's
It's
melting.
gonna
And it's melting.
It's melting.
Yeah. I know.
Oh no!
Well,
Yeah.
that's what happens.
Jeremy loves it.
That wasn't a
Love
sound
Jeremy's
effect. Oh, so you have that sound effect, but you don't have the other one.
Shelly says we're coming, Jeremy. Just a
We
couple
got
more
that
years.
sound effect, but we don't got the other sound effect. Good.
Yeah. Actually, no. Once we met this couple in Vegas that he's a dentist or something in me, May, and CJV, and he's a dentist in Georgia, I think. Georgia's near Florida, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
right above
I
it.
don't know anything about geography.
Right above it.
So
Yeah.
he drives to Florida on the weekends because he was supposed to retire, but this thing happened anyway.
Georgia.
And so
Africa?
his wife is in Florida, and they have a ship that can make it to the Caribbean. And
Oh,
so when he
nice.
told me that, I was like,
Yeah.
that was the reason why I was interested in Florida, because I get to the Caribbean faster from there.
Yeah, you
So I
can.
could we
Yeah.
can buy a 3T boat.
Plus you
with
have
dock it in
plus you
Florida.
have
I can stay
beaches.
with Mario. I don't have to pay for rent
Wow.
or anything,
well,
and then eat his food, and I don't have to pay for food.
well,
and then
you know,
and then
can
we can
talk
get
about that.
Brigadero.
yeah.
Brigadero. Have
You
you ever
have
had
Brigadero?
Brigadero?
I don't think so.
Brigadero. It's like this. What is it? It's like chocolate.
It's
Something?
It's chocolate. They use dulce de leche.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what that is.
I know
right?
that is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they make these balls. So it's just like a little dessert.
Look at these
Yeah,
accents
Brazilian
coming
dessert.
out.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Brigadero,
So
Right.
dulce
good.
de leche.
Right?
You
Yeah.
guys are all.
Anyways, but
amongst
so
many other
roll-
things.
with
that we
rolling
like.
Florida,
the- rolling the
with
tongue.
that, I'm okay with Florida.
Do you like picanha?
Yeah.
There you go. We can have picanha.
I don't.
Pecaña.
Gonzo, let's go to Florida.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Plus we have
I'll
beaches.
go.
You guys don't know what that is here. Right?
I can drive to California and get
Wow.
to beaches.
Well, how long is that
The
going
beaches
to
are
take?
better in Florida.
Wow, Mario.
It takes me 20 minutes to get to.
Yeah,
the beach.
I can see. I'm
Yeah.
sure the beaches in Florida are better.
and it's
I'm not
warm
gonna
water because I'm in the
argue that.
Gulf of America.
Gulf of America.
I'm in the Gulf of
Gulf
America.
of America.
America.
baby.
America. Okay, what's the question?
Okay.
Let's do questions.
America. All right, questions. Here we go. First question comes from Sherry. Sherry, was it your goal to become an accredited investor? How does that process work? And how have you benefited from it?
Well, I wouldn't say haven't benefited from it yet. But I guess Gonzo, did you have something you want to say?
I was gonna. Well, I mean, we the one benefit we had is the access to Link2, and
Yeah, that's what
turned
I
out.
and linked you
Right.
turned a piece
Yeah.
of crap.
So, you know,
Not a
I think
benefit.
what is it? It's more than 250K for 2 consecutive years, or more than
Yeah, it's-
300K.
So it
right?
hits 200,000 per year for 2 years, or 300,000 for if you're married for 2 years, or you have to have $1 million in net worth, not including your
yeah.
primary residence, or you have to have a series,
The
like a
Series
series
65
65 or
Crypto
series
count? Yeah.
7.
Does crypto
Yeah.
count?
No, your
Exactly.
series doesn't count in any way whatsoever.
No. he's
No.
talking
Does
about-
crypto count as your net worth?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
yes.
sorry.
added.
Yes,
I thought
yes.
you were talking about your
That's added
digital
to your
asset
balance.
certification. That doesn't
No.
count.
No, I wasn't talking about that, Jeremy. Damn, you still thinking about that?
I want one. I'm just kidding.
It took me 2 hours.
I know.
He keeps putting that down on us.
I wasn't putting it down on you. I was bad. No. So yeah, so that's how you do it. Have we benefited from it? So I will say that I'm in the process of benefiting from it. I'm currently going through, so there's a company that we utilize for tax strategies that you have to be an accredited investor for, that May and CJV have utilized. I can't do it yet because I haven't filed last year's taxes yet, so I don't have that tax return to get the to put in, and I also want to get divorced before it because it'll bump the being not married
Yeah.
piece of it.
What's the difference between married and single?
100,000 a year.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
so but from that perspective, like, I think the company that we're using, they're about to launch a fund that is a shipping container where you'll get to accelerate the depreciation because of the shipper container units, but it's also producing income. Where the ones that CJV and that may have, it's for an orange grove that's in Florida. And that you get to accelerate the depreciation. So I think with the way that it worked, it was like a 6x. So you could put in yeah. So I think CJV put in like 100, 200,000. So I guess that's a 3x, 2, 4, 6, and got 600,000 off of it. Yeah.
In depreciation.
Yeah, he said
In
something like that.
depreciation.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So
So
they
that's-
so that will definitely work as a credit investor. You can also get into things like Zen Equity.
And
which
for
is a
that, you
good-
had to be an accredited investor, even for the Orange
correct.
Bros?
Yeah.
Those are good benefits.
Because they're 506Bs and
Mhm.
506Cs.
You have
And
to
so
be-
you have to be accredited investors for those, for
Right.
the way that the SEC recognizes them.
Yeah.
Because they can't go out to the public, so they have to prove that people are accredited investors.
Right.
So there's this company you can go to. I wish I could remember it, but it's like accreditedinvestor.com or something. And you could go there, upload the documents, and then a CPA will write you a letter. And then when you find like Zen Equity or you find these things, you just present that letter to them, and then you can
Okay.
get it on them.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can get
It's-
into like private credit and stuff too, but you don't want to do that right now.
Not right now.
With those,
Unless I'm the one doing the lending,
TikTok.
Right.
but I wouldn't need to be an
Right.
accredited investor for that.
but that's how you
Who said
reduce your
TikTok?
gross income
Me.
and not pay taxes, right?
Like a ticking time bomb.
Oh
Right.
yeah. So
Yes.
the benefit of that, sorry.
Yeah,
So the benefit
it's-
of that is
it's
that
more
you
of a
can
tax
get that off
strategy.
of your top line income.
Yeah.
Because you can write off that depreciation without putting in. So you put in $200,000, you get $600,000 loss, and then you can reduce your taxable active income against it for that amount, or passive income. But more than likely you need to address it to your active income. All right, going on.
And
Does
that's
anybody have
why
anything
they
to
say
add?
Trump doesn't pay taxes.
That's not why he doesn't pay taxes. All right.
Next.
Next
moving along
TikTok,
here.
apparently.
All right. Next one comes from Uppy XRP. Hey, coach, if BlackRock and Evernorth plan to do XRP ETF, what are they waiting on with this great XRP price? Why would they wait for the price to go up?
Are they
Well,
waiting for the price to go up?
I don't
Aren't
think
they?
it matters.
Well, I don't know. BlackRock doesn't have an application in for an XRP
No.
ETF, right?
No, that's what he's saying. If they're planning to,
I
then why
think
would they wait?
the way I look about BlackRock and ETFs, they're not in the game of being like last to the table. They are used to like being the first, right, to start an ETF. Because when you look at it statistically speaking, kind of like those first ETFs take up most of the market share. At this point, I don't think, just my opinion, I don't think BlackRock's going to get into an XRP ETF.
No, I
They
don't
would have
think
done
so
it
either.
already. As far as Evernorth,
Especially
they're
with
already
how,
buying XRP.
especially with their
Yeah.
their Bitcoin products that they just
Yeah.
did with I
they're
don't
going to be
think that
focused
they're-
more on what they're building with their
with
digital
their-
credit. Thing,
correct.
I think. Yeah.
Well, their focus is tokenization.
Yeah. That
On
too.
that,
Oh,
on that
yeah.
spectrum.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
that too. Yeah.
They've made it very clear.
It's common too. You don't see ETFs come in at a bear market. Like
And-
you
and-
usually
Yep.
see them in at the top because that's
Yeah,
where they
and
suck the
remember,
liquidity
like,
out of.
It's not.
That's a good point.
It's
also.
true, dude.
That's a good
you,
point
check,
also.
you check when major
Yeah.
ETFs come out. It's usually
People
at
have
the
to
top.
buy the ETFs to generate that they're buying XRP or they're buying Bitcoin,
Mhm.
right? So you see, like with the Bitcoin ETF, there's been tons of outflows. I think there's some inflows that are coming in, but so it's not. I get it. People say it's BlackRock, but it's their customers that hold the ETF. So when you see large, massive selling or outflows of that Bitcoin ETF, it's the retail customers panic selling. It's not just BlackRock selling.
Oh,
it,
yeah.
it's their customers selling.
That's why it almost, I feel like it technically doesn't matter the price of the underlying asset, because if it's just going to be bundled into an ETF and then that ETF is going to have its own NAV and then
That's true.
sold.
Just the amount. Well, the NAV is going to be based off the amount of the asset that
Right.
they have. So that you would think that they, to his point though, you would think that they would be, if they were pre-planning this. He's right. They probably would be
Yes,
purchasing it now
Okay.
because then the
For
value
the
of
initial
that.
offer.
Right. Correct.
Will
Okay.
go up.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
yeah, their focus is totally tokenization.
No, 100%.
They've been doing so much
Yeah.
with Ondo. That's why I love Ondo. What? In a sense.
Ondo Maxi.
Ando.
Ondo. All right. Next
I know who,
question.
me? I'm like, no, that's Mario.
No, I know. I was saying it was
I'm a Sui
Mario's all about Ondo.
Ondo.
I'm Sui and
And Bitcoin and Ondo.
Bitcoin and XRP. Actually, XLM. I love XLM.
So I might
I
start
love
doing
what I
Sui
love what you
after
can build
hearing
with
what you said.
XLM. That's what I'm saying. When he
I
talked to
might
me in
start
the
doing Sui
cast,
instead of
I
Salt.
was
Yeah,
like,
talk you guys into it,
I was
man.
like,
I
I'm
told
gonna
ya.
start buying.
Then I'm gonna
Sui."
blame you.
You're gonna blame me when you
Yeah.
make money. You're gonna
Yeah.
blame me.
Isn't that how it
Wow.
works? Because I get
You'll
blamed
thank
all the
me.
time. Mario, you said this
Yeah.
was the best. You said
I get
Strong
blamed
was
for
the
stuff
best.
all the time.
To be fair to Mario, besides me doing that as a joke, Strong was a really good idea. The idea behind
Wow.
what it did,
It's the
Yeah.
execution of what
Yeah.
they did.
correct,
It's the execution.
Such,
It was
failed.
such a
execution.
massive amount.
correct.
Yeah.
That was the and not being able to make revenue outside of what they were doing. That was
Yeah.
the problem.
Right.
All right. Next question comes from Proud American Mom. How much lower do you think XRP will go?
What did the
I think
gypsy lady
under
say?
$1. If Bitcoin loses that 57K low, we lose $1. And I've always said around 65 cents, but it could get front run somewhere in the
80s.
60, 70. I think once you break under $1, wherever that next low gets created, I think DCAing that is anything under $1, I think it's going to be.
But just so you guys know, we could be wrong.
Yeah,
So
totally.
don't take
Oh,
it.
yeah.
This is just our opinion based off of technical analysis, mainly
Yeah.
Gonzo. So if you're going to be mad at anybody, be mad
Yeah.
at Gonzo.
But keep in
And
mind
so-
too that our entry prices are way lower too. So that's the reason why I
Correct.
started DCAing SUI is because my entry price was much higher. So I was okay DCAing that down. So adding Solana or XRP for me, my entry price is way lower. So I'm more selective of when I start a dollar cost average strategy because I don't want to move my cost basis, right? I don't want to be buying higher, moving that cost basis up because then what happens is like it runs up and in a correction. Now I've altered that and I'm down money overall instead of, you should always DCA, just my opinion, right? My humble opinion. You should always just DCA your way down, never up, right? And that was, ask the people in 2024 that came in and were buying because they thought it was going to $20, $15. They just kept buying higher and higher and higher and
Yeah.
higher. And it altered their entry price. And then now look how that looks today.
But that's the other thing too, is when you look at where it was to where it's now, it's 70% drawdown.
Mhm.
And so
Which is good.
that's a great entry.
Yeah, it
point.
is. It is.
So I mean, now is a really great time to
Especially
start.
if your dollar cost average is in the $3 or
Yeah.
it's way
Yeah.
higher.
Yeah.
No brainer.
Definitely,
Oh
you
my
should be
gosh.
DCAing your way down.
So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
many people
Yeah, absolutely.
bought that top. So
Yep.
many people came into
That's
the
why
market.
we have an entry strategy.
Yes. More about that
Yeah,
coming
there's a lot of
soon
people,
with
yeah.
the AI.
Mhm.
All right, hopefully that answers the question.
Yeah.
I
See,
hope one day
10
AI
minutes to
runs.
answer.
AI runs my whole life. That's what I'm looking forward to. 10 minutes to answer what? We've had it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Starting the questions early was
Oh
good
yeah,
because
you were
it's-
correct because I will
Yeah.
continuously go off on tangents.
Yeah.
Or Jackie will make fun of me for coffee for 40 minutes.
I know. We won't let it go.
Jackie's gonna
I
go
like
get us all
77.
coffee next.
We won't let it go. What
Or
are we
at
doing
least
after this?
me.
All right,
I'm
next
doing
question.
another show after this. and
Next
then we're gonna
question,
go
next
eat.
question.
We get lunch. I'm hungry.
What are we doing?
Mine starts.
Oh, we
going.
should go get some lunch before Mercury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
should
next
eat.
question. Come on, guys.
Next
People are watching.
question.
Focus.
Here we
They
go.
want to hear about our food.
This one
Nobody
comes
has
Think
from
about it.
Mongo XRP3T. Why doesn't Warren Buffett own Bitcoin?
Because he says it's rat poison.
Well, so
What is
but
he?
doesn't he own Bitcoin? Directly, no.
Indirectly.
Indirectly,
Indirectly,
yes.
yes.
Indirectly, he
Yeah.
does.
Tell us.
So there's that bank in Brazil, Nubank,
Mhm.
right? Warren
Mm.
Buffett's involved. I think that they're one of the investors, and Nubank has cryptocurrency as part of one of the things you can do inside their platform.
Mhm.
And my wife has an account with them, so I've seen it. You can go in there. It's kind of like
Mhm.
those what do they call
Neobanks.
them? Yeah,
Neobanks,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
online.
that you
Yeah.
can just
Yep.
go in there. You can have a bank account and also be able to invest in stocks and also be able to invest in crypto. So I don't think he's totally against it because otherwise he wouldn't be invested in a company that is involved with it.
Yeah.
I just think he's a
Yeah.
very methodical and conservative type of investor. So
I think a lot of it has to do with because I've known someone that worked for a company that's owned by Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway's main focus is to create cash flow, which is profitability,
Mhm.
because the whole purpose of it is to generate income for you to get so that you can invest in other stuff or to live off of. So that's why the cash flowing profit piece of it and the businesses that he invests in is one of his largest plays of what he tries to do because it's about generating income for
Makes
Berkshire Hathaway.
Yeah, he is now obligated to his creditors, right?
Exactly.
His shareholders. So he has to be extremely cautious not cautious, but yeah,
diligent.
diligent. Yeah,
Diligent.
and that's a great way.
And they
to
move
explain it.
differently too, right? I brought this up before, where a lot of times people follow what they're doing and then they react to it, and they have to sell into rallies, right? When the market is moving up or pumping, they have so much, like there's so much sell pressure that they can create. They have to sell into a pump,
Yep.
but it doesn't necessarily mean that whatever it is that they're selling, that the run is over, right? There could be more
Correct.
upside left.
Yeah.
People think like as soon as they stop selling, oh, it's over, it's going to top. But no, they start selling at the beginning of
Yeah.
moves, right? Because they have so much
Yeah.
money.
And
Yeah.
one of his arguments too, along with the rat poison piece, was that it doesn't have any earnings or dividends associated with it.
Yeah,
Right.
goes
And
to your
so if
point.
you have it's not that he's against it. He could be against it, but to Mario's point, if the idea of his involvement with Nubank, that's generating some kind of income or
Mm.
profits or way to value that company and to see if that company's making income or whatever the case is,
Mhm.
then that's income that's coming to him. It's all about the cash flow piece of it and the money that's coming into
Does
him to do
Berkshire
other
pay
stuff.
dividends?
Probably. I'm assuming
Do
that
they?
I don't.
No,
I don't think
think
they
they
do.
do.
No, I don't think they.
I think
do.
it's just price appreciation of the stock.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the
It's a
dividend
growth
that I'm
stock.
talking about is him, correct? But
Right,
his
for their own
correct,
company.
Yes,
Yeah, I
yes,
get what you're
yes,
saying.
Yes, yes,
Yeah. Oh, that
Right,
would-
because they reinvest it.
they
they keep
reinvest in
growing.
capital.
Yeah.
All right.
To keep, they are mainly a growth stock to hold as part of your
Well,
portfolio.
yeah, but I'm trying to see if they
But
have
they
a
have-
preferred. I don't know. Do they have a preferred stock?
There's a yield max ETF on Berkshire Hathaway.
Oh, there is.
Is there? What's it
There
called?
is.
Mm.
I mean, you guys didn't know about it, but no, I'm just kidding.
We did.
She's
just
keeping
told us.
secrets
No,
now,
I'm
bro.
just kidding.
Yeah, it's just a growth stock. I don't even think
Let
they
me
have
see.
I don't
think
even think that
it's-
they have a preferred
Oh,
stock.
it's Berksea.
Berksea.
BRKC. Yep.
That's the preferred.
No, that's the
Oh,
yield
that
max
was all.
ETF.
Oh, that was all I got. All right,
yeah,
cool.
that's the option income strategy off of Berkshire Hathaway. Off of Berkby, they called it Berksea.
See how it's done.
Berksea. All right, let's go.
It had a pretty good pump here in the last couple weeks. 39. Let's see, where did it bottom?
I mean, it's not doing so bad over the year compared to some of the other ones. they
No,
have.
I think they'll do really good too because they're
$40.
Berkshire's sitting in a heavy cash position.
Yep.
And so
300
when they
billion,
buy
right?
the bottom, this stock will do pretty good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This ETF.
Wow. Yeah, it's only down $8 from
22.
last year.
Yeah,
Who
it's not
made the
bad.
ETF?
22%.
Yield Max made this one.
Pretty
Oh, is it
stable.
Yield Max ETF?
Yeah. Yeah, look.
So they're selling the options against it.
Uh-huh.
Are they selling calls or is it call for
It's
calls?
calls.
It's
yeah.
calls.
Are they
yeah.
covered or are they open?
I think it's just open.
Okay.
I don't
Cool.
know. Let me see. I bought a little bit of it. Test out. Go for a drive. Just kidding. Next question.
Next
Jeez,
question.
Jeez.
Just kidding.
Okay.
Gonzo's like, I've seen that site before.
Come on, man. I'll get it done. I promise.
Don't hit me anymore.
She's like, "Where's my video? Where's my revamp video?"
What have you been doing? Gonzo's like,
Mandatory.
I haven't
Working an
even-
entire job.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten to sleep yet.
All right. Next question comes from Yep. Is 23 too young to start a properly structured IUL, especially when I'm not able to max fund it right away? Over time, will the price of insurance get too expensive to where I'm losing cash value?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's for you.
I was
You're
like,
the-
Jackie, I can
I'm
answer
so
that.
sorry.
but
I was reading
usually
another
you-
comment.
but
Hold on. I
usually you
apologize.
answer the IUL.
I think it's
Okay,
great to start young.
Q is
So the answer is
23
yes.
too
Start
young
right
to
now.
start a pro-
Call Jackie on the phone.
Q means question.
Oh,
Is
gosh.
23 starts
Yes.
is 23.
Too young to start a properly structured IUL.
It is not too young. If you can start young, oh my gosh, get that sucker locked in because your cost of the policy is so low and you have the rest of your life to fill that baby. So get it started now while you're young and healthy. Your cost of insurance is going to be super low and then you have
Yeah.
the rest of your life to fill that, and that is the golden opportunity when we talk about compound interest, right? Everyone talks about Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. Their main principle is compound interest. If you can compound a set of money, right, a principal amount of money, and protect
Yeah,
it
I'm
from the
sorry, I'm not
downside.
laughing.
I thought you were laughing.
No,
at me.
I'm not
I know
laughing
he's
at you.
laughing at something.
that
No,
the
no,
comment?
There's
Is that the
funny
comment?
It says Gonzo lives off of the souls that he crushes.
Oh my
That's
god.
John Del
That's
Gadino,
my
man.
favorite quote. G Mario adds
It's
that to
true.
the picture. I'm sorry.
You
Jack.
should snapshot that one.
I'm so sorry,
Oh my
Jackie. I'm so
God,
sorry.
bro.
I am not laughing at you in any way whatsoever.
I knew right when he saw it, he looked right at me.
Oh, I'm gonna
I
do something
saw
else.
that and I could not stop laughing.
Gonzo's just stoic with his face.
Okay, sorry,
Okay.
Jackie.
No,
Continue
no,
on the
no,
IUL.
no, you're
Continue
fine.
on the IUL.
I answered it. I answered
Oh,
it.
good. But did
That's
he
pretty
hear it
funny.
over me laughing? That's the problem.
I think he did. I think
Okay.
he heard it. But yes, while you're young, now's the perfect time to start. If you, I don't know if we have the link. If you want to,
Think about how much money you'll have when like you're in your
That's
Dude, if
exactly
you're
right.
23 and you can do
Bro.
that,
if
That's
you
bro,
can,
do it.
if you
I wish
can
I had done it.
compound with protection from the downside, it's game over.
Yeah.
Like it seriously is game over.
And two, so like for me, I have to get my A1C because I'm a type 1 diabetic under control a little bit better before they'll give me an IUL policy. And I didn't get type 1 diabetes till I was 27. So if you're 23 and you're in good health, go and do it. Start it now and start building it. So at least you'll have something because you don't know what will happen in the future that may prevent you from getting it.
Shelly said he's a vampire. He never sleeps.
So
This
you,
is the comment.
you live
that
off
made
of
Jeremy
souls, you
laugh.
suck
Wait, is
blood.
that-
and it's-
So real quick, DJ Genius asked a question about the covered and open calls real quick. So a covered call means that they own the stock of the option that they're selling, and an open call means that they don't. So that means if they lose the bet against the option trade and they don't own the stock that they have to sell to the person who bought the option, they need to go and buy the stock, which means that the stock is probably at a higher price, and then they're going to be selling it to that person at a lower price so that that person can then go sell it at the higher price or whatever that person wants to do. So that's the difference between it's called a naked call or an open. I call it open, but it's a naked call and a covered call. So
That's it.
So I did something fun. Since
Oh, here we go.
since that image represents Gonzo's birthday, and Gonzo's birthday was yesterday. It's not going to be next week, and we might still want to show that image because of the XRP crusher part. So I made a version of the image where it's just the crusher part.
what? I want to. What are you doing? Is
I'm
AI
trying to-
making this
He's
image?
I'm
making
trying to pull
AI.
up the image at the same
Trying to
time.
pull up-
Hold
Oh
on.
my gosh!
It's not working.
I can
Where
see
does it say, Jeremy, that
Keep
if
moving.
it's covered or open?
It'll say it.
Is
go
it-
back. Your max option income is active in 8 to 90 during him by selling call spreads. It'll be in the prospectus somewhere. You'll have to go to.
You have to go in detail.
Looks
Go
nice.
here. Go down. Is there a prospectus?
What's
in
the
there?
next
download?
question?
Yeah. Sorry, D. Sorry,
See,
I'm
next
trying to.
question.
see
It's
something.
okay. It's okay.
I have something for you. All right.
What was something?
All right. Comes from K Gover Street. Hey, coaches. Would you blame someone who's younger to be more aggressive and heavy in crypto rather than being diversified?
No, I mean, from a traditional finance perspective, they say younger people can take on more risk
Mhm.
because you have time to rebuild if you lose your investment.
If you blow yourself up.
Yeah. But if you're smart, you could diversify and not blow yourself up. But I mean, we're heavy believers in in crypto, so you're kind of speaking to a biased group. But
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is, if you did diversify, and that's one of my big principles when I invest is by not taking so many heavy hits to the downside and managing risk and staying
Yep.
afloat, then you're much better off to capitalize on the upside. And so, I think while you're young and putting those principles in place would actually put you further ahead down the road. What would you say?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're spot on. I agree with you. When you're younger, you could take on more risk because if you blow yourself up, you can start over. As
Mhm.
opposed to when you're older. I always get the question where people like bring in this time element thing, right? Where they want to do this in 7 years or 10 years. There's no workaround. The only way to compress time is to take on risk, right? So taking on risk compresses time, but it's also taking on risk. So you have the ability to kind of blow yourself up. So for me, it's more of a a marathon, not a sprint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, kind of pick and choose where you take on your risk. Like I remember when Shelly, we would have these conversations where I'm trading and I'm doing all this stuff. She's like, "This seems like gambling to me." She's like, "I think you're just gambling."
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, it's
Educated
technical
gambling.
analysis and this." And that." She's like, "No, it seems like gambling to me." And I was like, "Well, you know what? Maybe you are kind of right. It's like being a professional poker player,
Yeah.
right? You learn the skill set and you learn when to go all in, when not, when to kind of read the room, read the cards, right? So it's the same thing with investing, right? You've got to make calculated bets and you have to look at where the probability is and use different things like that.
And that's the other thing too, because you're young. Like think about it for us guys. If we would have just played it safer in crypto 4 years ago, we would be so much further ahead than where we are now.
But what
And
is
so
safer? Is taking more profits. Is that what you
Yeah.
mean?
taking more profits
Right.
or staying in top?
We
Not
could have just
buying
taken
big
Bitcoin.
Not
since
buying.
We
Not
could have
buying.
100%. That's what I was just going to
I
say.
could have just bought
Bitcoin.
hella Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, we
and
would have
8x
been
my
so
money,
solid. We would
right?
have been
And then
so
just sold
solid.
the top and then been chilling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I mean
and-
is like even you're already in a risky asset class already. You can play it safe enough and you got time on your side. Just buy Bitcoin and hold and you'd be golden.
Yeah.
You know?
And then, but the only thing that I would say is also if you were going to do that, you don't need to diversify a lot. Most people diversify so much they're diversifying all of their gains away.
Yes.
You just have to
Yes.
mildly diversify
Yeah.
Right.
with what you're doing. So in the case of what
Stack
he's
XRP
asking here,
too.
you could do all of your crypto and Bitcoin, sure, and then take maybe 20% of that or 30% of that and go throw it into a S&P 500 index.
Right.
Or go and throw it into, I don't know, an up and coming bond market or international market or whatever, and just buy those two things and you'll be fine.
Oh yeah, yeah. Good point. Like you could have started, really, really young, investing in the S&P 500 and rode through the volatility. Think about
Yeah.
if you would have started that 4 years ago, 5 years ago, where we're at.
I mean,
right
yeah,
now,
over
time
the
high.
last 10 years.
With
it's
whatever your income
absolutely
is, right? And that's
crushed
what we talked about. Like, doesn't matter. You don't have to be wealthy, right? Like, as long as you have a budget and you can take, like, let's say 10% of your income and just like Jeremy's saying, you throw it into S&P 500 and you do that for 20 years, you're going to be up.
Yeah, I
significantly.
wouldn't say that to some, because like the problem is that however old this gentleman is, you don't have, like, you have a longer period of time. The problem that arises where, like, if you were 50 in 2008 and you had that big setback because you didn't have any type of wealth protection in place, I wouldn't tell you to then put it all into, I would go less risky into the S&P, even something that's less risky
Yeah.
than that,
Yeah.
because you don't have the same amount of time to regain another full setback when you're 60 or 65 to have all of your money wipe out. And that's why one of the biggest things of why, and I know that we have an insurance firm, so we're biased against it, but I believe this with all my heart, even though I can't get an IUL policy because of my type 1 diabetes currently, is that if you had the protection of an IUL policy with that in 2008,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have lost any of your freaking money.
It took
And you
5
would-
years.
Your retirement, you could have kept stated retirement, drawn it down against the insurance policy. Even if you didn't want to do it as a loan and pay taxes on it, that's fine. You still would not have lost your money
Exactly.
having the insurance policy.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, it took 5 years. 5 years for the S&P 500 to recover to where it was at before the 08
yeah,
collapse.
so let's say you
And then it
retired
went
at
way
60
so much
Let's say
higher,
you just
5
retired
years,
at
5 months.
67.
There you go.
I have that.
Let's say you were just 67 starting into retirement, and then that happened and your
No
thing was
way.
wiped out.
Yeah.
Then you have to wait 5 more years. What are you,
Yeah.
73, and
That's
you're
crazy.
an average regular male? You're
You
going to
couldn't
die in 3 years after
Yeah,
that,
you wouldn't be able
probably.
to retire.
Right? Yeah, you
Yeah.
would be screwed.
I've
Yeah.
kept that marked for, gosh, I don't even know how long. The 2000 crash took 7 years and 4 months to recover right back up to its original peak. And then when it crashed in 2008, so 2000s went down and came right back up. As soon as it came right back up to its same level was 2008, and it crashed again. And then it took another 5 years and
Yep.
5 months. In totality, from 2000 all the way back to 2013, same point.
Yep.
Wow.
You would have been at the same
Same
point.
point.
13 years.
That's why
Yep.
I tell people
You know what
take-
recovered in 13 months?
What did?
Gold did, and it made a brand new all-time high.
Oh, so y'all throwing shade over? No, I'm just kidding.
No,
who's throwing-
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, good point though. Good
All right,
point.
next question. No, I'm just kidding.
Next
I'm over this one.
question.
Jackie's a silver bug. She loves silver.
Dude, I think, and this
She
is
gets all
from,
excited. See,
this is seriously from my astrological lens. I put a big bet there because I really feel like Chiron in Taurus is going to teach us a lesson, but we'll see. Next question.
That's how it goes.
$7,000.
I'm like, did she just threaten me, bro? Did she just threaten
I don't even know what she
Like,
said.
did she put a hex on?
I don't know what happened. What happened?
Did everybody
Was this
see the
magic?
gays?
She's a freaking witch. I get that.
Jackie's a witch.
Brujeria.
Bruja.
Brujeria.
Do you know Spanish?
I know that word. But
You speak. What's fake in Spanish? No.
Fake.
what's what?
What's fake in Spanish?
Fake. I don't think there's a
Why are
direct
you calling
translation
me
for Oh,
fake?
falso, yeah.
Falso.
More like
You don't know
false than fake.
Spanish.
It'd be false. Falso.
Because I was freaking raised by
Yeah.
the whitest person on the
Falso.
planet.
Yeah.
Falso.
Falso.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right,
just
next
kidding.
question. So we can talk about politics, my favorite topic.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Everyday says you guys actually think there's going to be midterms with all this election fraud shenanigans. If there's any fear that they're not going to win, the right that is, the president is going to shut it down.
I don't think that's gonna.
Yeah.
There's going to be midterms will take place, whether or not how
They're gonna be
that's
legit, yeah.
manipulated, whether or not that's legit. I can't. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But they will take place.
They
Yeah.
will happen.
Yeah. They got to keep the public thinking
that
you know, that's
that the
legit.
public has some control over who's in
That's
office.
exactly right.
Yeah.
It's all a facade.
Sure is.
That is the number one thing that they are great at, is making you think you have all the power. And then one day you wake up and you realize you have none.
Do you guys know Peter Thiel has a
But you actually
secret
have it.
club?
Really?
Yeah, Peter
Like
Thiel
secret
has.
society kind of club?
It's a club. It's a secret club of people from both left and right party, like all people of all walks of life. It's just about wealth and elitism
yeah.
that all have a club and that they meet once or twice a year to decide that. Like, this is a report that
Investigative reporter.
this was an investigative report
Yeah,
from some
yeah.
type of like a New York Times or a Washington Post type of thing that I was reading this, and I forgot what he calls the club, but you get a handpicked to be in the club. You have to meet certain criteria, and then they get meet to decide what they all want to do, like with their own money or with a pile of money for the future of the country, I guess, or the world. I don't know.
Because I don't really think it's about left or right. I think
No, it's not.
Oh,
Well, no.
it has-
After I was looking at that, I was like, well, this is even more proof that it's
Oh,
not about
called-
left or right.
It's called dialogue.
Yep.
What do they do? We should
They
have, a
have
secret club.
dialogue.
Yeah.
We should
I
have a
keep
secret
trying
club.
to tell people
You
that,
do.
and
It's our own
everybody
secret
thinks
club.
that I'm crazy.
Jeremy keeps saying that. That's
Yeah,
true.
he
We
does
should
that.
have a secret club.
Yeah.
Why didn't we start one yet, Jeremy? Another thing to do.
We should.
that's the reason why.
We should pick like a little little tree house out in the middle of some forest.
A tree house?
Yeah.
Here you go. Keep going. Keep
What are we, the
going.
Paw Patrol?
Yeah, like a tree house.
I wanna
To have a
hear-
They
secret
can
society.
get super legit. Some of those tree houses. Have you not seen?
I
You
have.
see,
I've
she's
seen
right
it
on the
before.
tree house, but he's just picturing like
they have reality shows about the
Tree
building.
houses.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
boy.
They
But I
could
wanna
call
hear-
us the village people. No, I'm just
Oh
kidding.
no.
The tree people. The tree people.
the tree people.
Like from Avatar.
Actually,
The tree
I
people.
I'm actually down for this. We can call our secret society the Tree People. Oh,
I like it.
I love it.
The sky people.
But yeah, so to answer everyday's question, I think
TPs.
there's going to be midterms. I think a lot of the things that Trump says is based off of getting people to have emotions into a situation to push it towards whatever his agenda is. So that's to get a result. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Next question.
All right. Next question comes from DJ Genius. Where do you guys see silver and gold dropping to?
I don't know, but start buying some more of it.
No, it's going down
All right.
forever.
You can buy it on the way down.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I think it's
Do you
going
see
down. I think the window weakness for gold, usually in midterm years or what we consider bear markets, is, I said this on the call, July to October.
So there's
So
a
we
video for
couldn't-
this one.
We couldn't hold 4,300, so I think gold can come down to like 3,300, maybe 3,000. Silver fell a little bit harder. I think it's closer to its kind of support level
Yeah.
at $50-something, but
That's still pretty good.
That's 'cause
yeah, that's
gold's
pretty good.
better.
yeah.
That's just because gold is better. That's why silver less. so
Gold
much.
is better.
I have a bunch of both. I just stopped buying it right before it all started tanking.
I think that the spread is tighter between paper silver and like real silver because of silver's actual. I know you say go ahead of use case, but I feel like silver.
Silver has a way
the-
better,
way better,
way
right?
better. Use
All
case.
high end
No
electronics.
one's going
all
to
that
use
more.
gold
Yeah.
is the number
Yeah.
one conducer of electricity, and Johnny talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't talk about it all the time. He talks about it when I bring it up. Gold is the main conducer of electricity, but you're not. It's too costly.
Yeah.
So silver is the second best one, and then cop is better than that. So if you look at that, silver is like much better use case across the board of our use for it, mainly because of the price. If silver shot up and was the price of gold, it would start to be
Something else.
it would
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
to be, we would stop using it. It'd be so expensive.
Mm.
Good question.
Where would one go to convert their hard-earned cash into gold or silver?
I don't see that question. on
Oh,
the
like how to
screen.
buy silver and gold?
You can
Like
go
actual.
to a local coin shop or
Wait, what is
there's
he-
online-
what's the
Don't
question?
we
I missed
have
the
a,
question. I have to
a
refinish to
partnership with
understand
somebody
them.
to buy?
That
metals?
was my question.
Oh, what was your
Yeah.
question, D?
Oh,
He's looking for the like, to buy metal.
What was
like
the
where would you go to
question?
buy
Oh,
metal?
where
Okay.
would you go to buy
So
metals?
so essentially, D has a bunch of silver,
Yeah.
and he needs to offload it.
Yeah.
yeah. That's a great
Is that what
question.
you're
Jackie will
asking?
buy it from you.
Jackie, actually, I would
Jackie.
probably buy some.
Give
Jackie
me
might buy
a
some.
discount.
No, I'll do it at a premium,
Yeah.
just to F with Jackie to make her pay more. I'm just kidding.
Fine.
Bid wars.
Where
But
would you? Did you say where would you buy or where would you offload?
Where would one go to convert their hard-earned cash
to buy,
to buy?
I use
That's what I
AppMex
said.
online, but that's because it's easy because I can just set reoreoring buys.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
they custody
there's-
it for you?
No, I
They
keep it
they mail it to you?
somewhere with my weapons,
Where?
With his booby traps.
my booby
What's the
traps.
code?
It's in his.
Which
I like
room?
having
it's
the
in his
ability
bedroom in a
to.
safe.
I
Under
like
the
having
bed.
the ability to try to
That's it.
disappear for fun one day when I have time, to see if I can do it.
Like
Disappear?
disappear.
Yeah, just
Without
like-
telling anybody?
Without telling anybody.
Off the
Oh,
grid.
you mean to see how people will react?
No, just to
To see if
do
you
it
can
for
do
like
it.
a spy.
I mean, why
Yes,
wouldn't you do
see,
it?
like-
You know what I thought he
Why
was going to
couldn't you
say?
do it?
I thought he was going to say, I like to take my silver and gold and throw it and make a giant, like McDuck. Remember that?
Yes,
Remember
100%,
Scrooge
yes,
and just
that
swim in
is
the
one
gold
of my-
tokens. I thought he was going to say something like that.
Some days I like to just swim in my
In
money.
my money.
Dude, I bet you. That's now we know
That's the
when
reason why I
Jeremy's
involve
gone.
my cash in yen
shit.
and
So you can just
Danish
swim in it.
krona and yeah, I use
Like
AppMex. It's
Scrooge
He's got all these
apmex.com.
foreign
But I
currencies.
get physical stuff and hold it in a protected place. Jackie, where do you get yours?
I actually made good friends with the local coin dealer. Yeah, I can show you who they are. They're actually
Yeah.
really good guys.
Oh yeah.
It's called Stack and Weights.
Okay.
Stack and wait.
Stack and
weight.
Weights. Yeah,
That's
Is that
in
a
the
gym?
hood.
Isn't that a gym?
yeah.
That's not a
No, they are a coin shop. That's actually what are they? I think they're
You mean a
Gilbert.
pawn shop?
No.
How
No.
much you find sketchy coins?
Oh,
They're a
chocolate.
dealer. I got you.
They're
They're a
chocolate.
dealer.
it's a dealer.
Yeah, it's a
It's
dealer.
a dealer.
It's a dealer.
But DJ Genius
No, they're
86
cool.
did say pawn shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said pawn shop.
You can go to a pawn shop.
Yeah, I'd rather not. Just seems kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
But yeah. I was looking at it earlier, looking at some options. And why did I do that? Because now all over my freaking social media
It's
feeds,
just silver and gold.
and it's just bombarding me with all
Oh,
these
yeah,
different
yeah, yeah.
options. And I'm like, okay, I'm overwhelmed. I'm gonna
algorithm.
put my phone down now.
No,
So
D, just use that or go to the place that Jackie goes.
yeah, I'll hit you up when
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'll introduce
Jackie.
you.
All right, well, we just can help the local dealer out
Right.
without any
We should get a partnership.
paid partnership.
That's
so
it.
I talked to them
Yeah,
about that.
You talked to them about you doing a paid partnership for you on the. Is what you talked about. All right, next question, D.
All right. I'm not sure how to understand this question. So
Good.
it says it's from board mode. How long
Last a bull run.
does a bull run
I
last?
think that's what he's asking. Yeah.
Maybe.
Forever.
Forever.
4 years.
It depends how you
Yeah,
look at
four
it.
to
4
se-
years.
4 to
Depends how you-
7 years.
Depends how you look at
It
it.
depends on the asset too.
Yeah, it also depends on the asset.
If you stop to think about it, the majority of markets have been in a bull run forever.
Hmm.
yeah, as long as they're going up.
That's a great.
If you look at it from
Yeah.
a macro perspective,
Yeah.
but I get the question. I'm just
Yeah.
Unless you're
being sarcastic.
SpaceX,
Dude,
you went
I
off the
love
gate.
I'm being
I love
sarcastic.
your perspectives, Mario, because it's actually true.
Permeable. He's a permeable.
Permeable.
It's up into the right.
up and to the right forever.
But crypto, you guys said is 4 years, right? Well,
Yeah.
no,
Well,
sorry, not the
Tends
bull
to
run.
be-
sorry.
I think
Top.
everything goes to a 7 to 10 year cycle over time.
Hmm.
The more mature
That
that's
does
my
seem-
personal opinion.
Yeah.
The more mature that it gets, it'll all level out somewhere between 7 and 10 just because of the way in which cycles work. But
Yeah.
for right now, I would say 4. And then again, it
2013, 2017, 2021, 2025.
But a bull run, in essence, the bull run actually lasts longer than most people conceptualize, because people say a bull run is
well, if you take profits along the way up, you're never really in a,
Right.
a bear market.
But
But
last
go
bull
ahead.
run started in January of 23, which was when Bitcoin bottomed and started marching its way up. So
Mm.
bull run didn't start in 25, started in January 23, in my opinion. So the bull run
Yeah.
actually lasts longer than most people
Oh,
think.
for sure.
It
Yeah,
is in
no,
6
January
months, it is in a
23 is
year.
when everything,
Yeah.
the structure had been set.
Yeah.
And we never went back to like 16, 17.
Right.
We went back to 19, right when Silicon Valley Bank went to zero.
How
right?
high?
But
How
that was
high is
it.
how high? I can't remember. How high has Bitcoin gone?
126 and some change.
126, and it's at 63,000.
So why
Yeah.
would you be trying to get it lower? Like, it's already 50% off.
I want it to go down to
It's gonna
$7,000. Like
No,
the crazy
what we
shit.
want is not what we get.
I know.
That's the problem.
That's the problem with
That's the
life.
problem. That's life.
All right, we're coming towards the end of the show. Do we have more questions, D?
One
we
more.
Have, we have one more.
No. How many questions
Oh.
do we have more?
Uno
Two
más.
more.
Then we have 2 more. We'll do 2 more.
No.
All right.
Jackie, where are you going to go at 2? We have what?
We've got dinner dates.
That's at
6:30.
That's at a later time.
We gotta have lunch before dinner.
Hmm.
Starting.
Wait a
I
second.
am hungry.
Uh-oh. What is your time window for the stock market to have its major crash?
I don't know. Next
Roughly.
year. Sorry.
Stock market to have its major crash. It could be
27,
end of this
28.
year, early next year, end of next year. Nobody really knows.
Yeah.
But somewhere in
I
the
was
near
thinking
future,
Q4 or, next year.
Within the next 2
in
years,
2027,
just to play it
2028.
safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometime in the future,
Sometime in the future.
it's
Great
going to be a
answer.
shit show.
What's a global recession?
Next question.
Next question.
que-
With a global recession. Boom, boom, boom.
Next question comes from Craig. How you doing, Craig?
What's up, Craig?
What's up, Craig?
Craig.
Get up, Craig. What's,
Get up, Craig.
What's going to make us more money long term? The passing of the Clarity Act or no taxes on U.S. based crypto?
The passing of the Clarity Act. For me.
Yeah, I
Oh.
don't think we're getting no taxes on US based crypto.
If we did get taxes on US based crypto, I think you would make more money from that.
I don't think that's
Not
gonna
paying
happen.
taxes, but I don't think that's going to
Yeah,
happen.
but if we
I don't
don't
think
get
that'll
clarity, then crypto is
Yeah.
what's the use of having no taxes on crypto if it doesn't make us any money? Because we don't
Like,
have
how do you
clarity.
even conceptualize
a good
it
point.
passing?
I guess
'Cause
that's a good point.
it passing, we don't even know what they're going to build into the future or who's going to adopt what.
Yeah.
Think about the Telecom Act, right?
I don't
And where
think the
we ended
passing
up.
of clarity is going to cause a large change off the gate.
No,
not off
I'm
the
saying
gate.
like that's what I'm saying. In the
No, I
future,
know. I agree.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
agreeing with you.
yeah,
I'm agreeing with
totally.
you. Sorry. Yeah. But I guess Clarity Act in this case.
Sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit.
Sky's
the moon.
limit. To the moon.
To the moon.
That's where the real money's at. All that beautiful moon water.
Moon water. Full moon.
Look at that moon water.
Moon water.
All right,
Is that
guys.
the last
Well,
question?
that was a
Or
great.
was that it?
That was a great podcast.
It's amazing.
Talk to
Wrap
you
it
guys
up?
later. Bye.
All right. Well, yeah, we can kick it around the room.
Beautiful. You're looking at me, so is it me?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess.
I'll do first.
He saw you looking over at me.
Yes, great being here in person for the first time. Definitely different than
Yeah,
know
this was a
being
lot of fun.
in my room, seeing you guys on screen.
Yeah, it's way better in
It's-
person.
It's a different energy. So yeah, it's definitely been great.
Especially because I know
being
what's
around.
next to Mario in his bedroom, and I've seen it without the green screen.
Work in progress. Okay. We build in silence. But
That's
yeah,
true.
super
Amen.
super grateful to be here. Thanks everybody that tuned in. Yeah, just I don't have, usually I do these great outros. I don't have anything special today.
No words of
Nothing
wisdom.
today,
I'm sorry, no words of
No words of
wisdom.
wisdom.
I'm actually feeling very tired, very drained out because of the time change as well, traveling, jet lag, and all that stuff. So just have a great weekend, be blessed, and more love.
Oh, that-
My love.
you wanna go next?
My turn.
Or
Yeah.
just-
You know what? It's been a
whatever.
great experience. Definitely, we'll have to come back and do it in person more. It's just a different energy. So thanks for everyone that tuned in, and thank you for all the support. I would say we just got to continue to show patience, right? Even if I've said this before, even if 57K is the low, we have to come back to revisit it. So even if it is the low and it takes off, it's going to come back. And so just some patience, having some kind of plan or strategy. Dollar cost average strategy always works out like kind of the best. So just have some patience and develop a plan.
Yep, I'll go next. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every one of you. How many people we got on this bad boy still right now?
1,800.
1,800.
1,800. That is freaking phenomenal.
Nice. Yeah.
Tab, I thank you all for choosing to spend your
Yes.
time with us and staying on for the show every week and for asking questions. I appreciate everyone that's out there. And I would just say that you can't learn unless you do, in most cases. So in that case, just start investing in some capacity. Listen to Gonzo's October 18th video and see what advice that he gave, and then try to replicate that. No, I'm just kidding. And do some research and start putting your foot forward and start investing. If you guys enjoyed some of the content when we talk about markets, I have a show called Markets Radar. It's on my Age of Jeremy feed. You guys can go check that out wherever you get your podcasts. And then I do a show after this at 3:30 Arizona time called Mercury, that's about geek stuff and podcasting and pop culture news. So
Yeah.
if you guys want to come and hear me laugh really loud over the other people for another hour and a half, then you can come and join me. But other than that, I love each and every one of you. If you're not part of the Academy, go to 3twarrioracademy.com, fill out a form somewhere on there, I'm sure, and you can talk to one of our sales team members about the benefits of Warrior Ascension, where we walk you through how to learn about Capel DR, the amazing strategy by Coach JV.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much. We are super grateful. Honestly, we are very, very, very grateful to have you guys part of the show with us and part of the podcast, part of the Academy all the time. That's why we're here. That's why we keep showing up, and we see the vision, we understand the mission, and we're here for it. That's what we love to do and why we've kind of stayed together as a team. So I'm super grateful for this team. I'm grateful for each one of you. D, I am grateful for you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell the
I'm
people.
thankful for all of you.
Yeah, tell the people some words of wisdom.
Be kind. Remember to build people
like it.
up instead of tearing people down.
Amen.
I like it.
Leave
Amen.
a legacy.
Namo Midabutsu.
Great job.
Amen.
Cool. All right.
All right.
Y'all
Sign us
sell?
off. You
All
want to
right.
sign us off?
Yeah, I'll sign us off.
Yeah,
As I always
sign
say,
us
be thankful, grateful, and kind. And as we always say, Warriors rise. Get your shit together, and
Let's
we'll see
go.
you soon. Bye.
Let's go.